Greetings, greetings, greetings. Why does this always look dark? Greetings, y'all. Greetings, greetings. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, today I want to talk about something that I see a lot on social media. I want to talk about something that I see a lot on social media that we feel uncomfortable talking about because both genders has a whole different reality. Jamisha, how you doing? Hey Trish, how are you doing, Jamisha? Hey Jamisha, you off work? You're not working today? Are you off early? Hey Tony, Miss Divine. Hey. Hey Miss Rosebud. Hey Rashida. Hi. Hey Betty. How y'all doing? Y'all see the video of me and my wife posing with our six packs up? You see how she beat me good? I mean, I know she beat me. I just wanted. She don't really do videos, so. Hey Chastity, she don't really like posing for the camera, so the only way to get her posing for the camera is to compete with her. Hey, let's see who has the better abs. That chick hates camera. I don't know why. At one point I thought somebody was looking for her or something. Maybe her husband or something was looking for her and she didn't want to be seen, but she just don't like cameras. But everybody says she won. I guess I have to lose with some. I guess I have to lose with some dignity. It is what it is, right? Sometimes you lose some and you win some. You have more work to do. I know, right? I know, man. I know, Tony. I know, man. I know. Listen. And you know, the thing about her is she could eat whatever she want to eat. I can't. She won, right? She could eat whatever she want to eat. I can't. She eat whatever she wants, but I can't, man. Hey, Rena, how you doing? You lost a six-pack competition. I lost, right? Man, listen. Sometimes, nobody. But that's the best person to lose to. She's yeah, right. I just saw somebody commented, said sorry, but your wife won. I guess I don't mind losing. I can't comment of those videos, but you can't comment on those videos, Amisha? That's weird. Oh yeah, you said it before. You did say that before. That's I don't know why. I don't know why. Hey, listen, man. Today I wanted to ask a question. I think you look good. Thank you, Neil. What's up, Neil? How you doing? How you doing, man? Hello from YouTube, but before watching you from here. Well, thank you. Greetings. Thank you. Here's the question. Your marriage is fun like that. Hey, sometimes, we got to play with it. Hey, Trish, thank you. Thank you, Jospri. Let me ask you a question, man. The question is this right here. I'm going to get right into it. Need surgery, but oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Speaking of surgery, you all ever seen the movie The Green Mile? Have you ever seen The Green Mile? Need to make a beautiful. Thank you, Jamisha. Thank you. I just watched The Green Mile. Me and my wife on the couch, and that movie, man. Oh my God! Listen, watch it again. That movie. I said I was trying to. I was trying to hold back. Hey, I was trying to hold back some tears, boy. I was like, God dang. That movie is like the greatest movie I've ever seen. That movie it's heavy. That movie touched on all my emotions. I never knew I was that emotional, man. I think I know. That movie touched all my emotions, man. And at the end, I was trying to fight it back, but my tears and I was laying on my back, but my tears I was like, yeah, jeez. That's a sad movie, man. But that's an amazing movie. That's an amazing movie. Man, Tony, listen, man, my tears was and I was like, I can't even hide it. So I'm there trying and then I look at my wife and her eyes wet talking about, Kurt, this is so sad. I said, man, I thought it was just me. Maybe I was picking up yours. Maybe I was feeling yours because I'm a man. Men don't cry like that. The Green Mile, yeah, man, that movie is great. Well, thank you, 62-year-old fan, thank you. But yeah, man, you were crying hard, Chesney? Man, just say that movie was awesome, man. I can't watch it again though. That thing is sad. That thing is sad. I'm picking up mine. Hey, Spencer. How you doing? Long time to see. Regards from India, watching it from here. Well, thank you. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Is it stop the cap? Hey, listen. Here's a question that I have, right? The question that I have is this. Should a woman feel guilty for wanting her man to have money? I am not the only one who cries doing. Hey, yeah, you're not the only one. You're not the only one at all. Should a woman feel guilty or feel bad for wanting her man or expecting her man to have money? Her man to have money? Should a woman feel bad for that? Because I think these days women are meant to, like, you are made to feel bad for wanting a man with money. And I know, man, it's so confusing. It's a harsh world. But should a woman really feel bad about it though? Because you're both building an empire. That is true, Von Lux. No, because broken heart is sad. I don't think she should feel bad, but she should be reasonable. Well, what? So then the question is, what is reasonable? Like what is reasonable? Like how reasonable should a woman be looking for a man? Especially now, especially because the people on this lives usually are a little older than 20, right? They're a little, in their 30s or 40s, the people in my lives. So how reasonable should a woman in their 30s, 40s be? 50s? Um, Not broke, but it is, man, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. If I'm financially stable, then he should be also. Okay. What if you are not financially stable? So you said if you are financially stable, he should be too. But what if you are not? Would you expect him to be? I mean, let's be honest. You said since you are financially stable, then he should be financially stable too. What if you are not financially stable? Should he be expected to be financially stable? But you're from the Caribbean, Trinidad. Okay, Trini in the house. Trini in the house. Yeah, should you expect him to be financially stable if you're not financially stable? Because a lot of times I think you expect him to be financially stable if you broke as hell. I know many broke women who expect their men to have money, right? And I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I'm saying it's real. You should mirror what you desire in all ways. But can we really do that though? Can we really do that? Can we really mirror what we desire in all? Someone said you don't only attract sometimes. Hey Empress, hey Adriana. Someone said you don't only attract what you are, but you also attract people who is in desperate need of who you are. Do you believe that? You don't always attract who you are. Sometimes you attract people who are in desperate need for who you are. I've been asked for money by two men this week. No, man, no. I don't, a man asking for money, I think is just different. I think it's weird, right? Yeah, I think if a man asking you for money, yeah, okay, listen, there's some laws when it comes to money. There's some things when it comes to finances of a man. There's some things that you have to look at. If you dated a man within the first couple weeks, oh yeah, Adriana, you see that old eye inside? Yeah, you saw it. That's my retirement gift. Hey, Cardi, how you doing? Thing is this: you cannot expect for someone to have something that you don't have yourself. That is true. I mean, I agree. It's his money, but if he is not financially stable, he shouldn't be in a relationship. Wow, you really think so? Was okay. Homeless. So, but if you attract somebody who isn't, I believe when you meet a man, there's some things that you have to understand. Because I think right now, there's a lot of men who are playing these kind of games. They're gonna date a woman and then ask her for a loan. They're gonna come up with some, hey, so listen, man, I need to talk to you. And when you see a man start rubbing his hands like this, hey, listen, man, because I don't know why we rub our hands. I don't know what we washing. I don't know what we cleaning. I don't know what we rinsing. I don't know what we thinking. I don't know why the hand has to play a big role. Hey, listen, man. I was thinking. We gotta talk. I want to ask you a question. Because when you hear a man talking about, hey, I want to ask you a question, but I want to do it face to face. I just want to. Don't judge me. I just want to ask you. It's very sensitive. I don't usually do this, right? Tony, I don't usually do this, man, but yeah, man, my car was in the shop. He's been in the shop for about 4 weeks, and I can't get to where I want to get to. And the more he talks, the more he rubs, right? And I just can't. And so, hey, I just need a loan. Now, if a man wants to, if a man wants to, if a man wants to impress you, thank you, Cardi. Hey, sweet mama, how are you doing? If a man wants to impress you and he asking you for money, then he doesn't want to impress you. He wants to use you. Because oftentimes a man cares how you see him, how he is seen. So I think that's obvious. But it's not obvious for many people because you are still. My car was in the shop. The car was always in the shop. I don't know why the car was always in the shop. I don't know. I don't understand why. But if a man is asking you for money, I think something is off. It doesn't make sense. Something is off because why would you ask a woman that you expect to depend on you as a man to be a provider? Why would you ask her in the beginning 2 3 months for money? Something is off. It doesn't make sense. So a red flag should be going off. Beep, beep, beep. Something should be going off. Something should be making sense. But however, they get it. They get it from you all. You all still do it. When he finds her, he finds a good thing. He's to be a leader when he take into his financial stability in his order to be. But everybody, but it's not all men. Uh, it's not all men who are financially stable. But so a man who's not financially stable shouldn't date. Hey, Tommy. So a man who's not financially stable, I don't think he should date. I don't want a man asking me for help more than what I ask. But and also, should you guys feel guilty if you can't take care of yourself? How can you gonna take care of us? I agree. So, ladies, I think you are having a hard time. I think you guys are having a hard time when it comes to this question because I know you all are dating. I know you are looking for partners. I know many of you looking for partners. Looking for. Should you feel guilty for wanting a man? Because society, a lot of people are telling you should feel bad for wanting a man with money because money shouldn't be the first thing that you look for. How important is a man's financial stability when it comes to you, or when it comes to a marriage? How important to you? On a scale of 1 to 10, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, you can date, but just be realistic. Don't look for Beyonce. Don't look for Beyonce. I got you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important do you think is a man's financial stability or a man's money when it comes to marriage for you guys personally? From a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it? Money. How important is money? Because I think that's a very important question. How important is money to you as a woman, especially in marriage? Jimmy just said 10. 9. Okay, extremely, huh? Important. How important though? From 1 to 10, from 1 being the least to 10 being the most. 21 at any time. 8. Terrelyn. Hey, Terrelyn. I don't agree. Women have to have zero financial responsibility in a relationship. I get what you're saying. You say women don't have to have zero financial responsibility. 9, 4. Steph. Okay. Elena said 5. Natural said 5. Feminine said 10. 10. Man, that's a lot. I know you are saying 10 for him to provide and protect. Okay. 4. Why 4? Why do you guys think 4 or 5? Little Fox said 15. The women get upset when they're not given anything. Go here and there buying whatever. While railed by other dudes while the man struggles to earn his money. The man doesn't have any money. Women want to go with them. 10, because it allows you to do more for yourself and others. Now, now here's the thing. A man's money is his strength, I think. But our provision is where our biggest strength is, right? For the most part, when it comes to a relationship, our ability to provide is a big responsibility. It's a big deal. Now, women can provide for themselves. I believe a man's responsibility is provision too. Or, providing too. But a man's money is equally important as a woman's beauty when it comes to a man. So a woman says a man's money is very important. A man says a woman's beauty is very important. Now, I don't think a lot of that, I don't think you guys like that idea. I don't think you, I don't think you all like that idea a lot. I think for many people, it sucks. I think for many people, it sucks. For many broke men, right? Let's be honest, okay? Can we be honest? It depends on who they choose. A rich woman may only want a man for companionship and doesn't care about the money. But in the long run, he won't be satisfied. Put makeup on every day. I don't think men want makeup. I don't think it's makeup men want. You see, we say beauty. Beauty and makeup is two different things, right? So you see, that question is a very, very important question. You said, so I said a man's, he looks for beauty. The question that you asked, so I need to put on makeup on every day. I don't think men like makeup. I don't think men like makeup. I think women will makeup for women. I don't think you all do it for men because we don't really care. To be honest, I don't think I have ever been with a woman who wears makeup like that. I don't think I can. I don't think I want to. I don't think I'm curious. I want to see your natural face. Your natural, that's what I want to see. My wife never wear makeup, man. I can't, I don't really care for it. And it's not because I don't like it, that's why she don't wear it. I just met her not wearing it. And that's what I like. That makeup stuff, it's too much. You know? Like, the makeup stuff is too much. But beauty and makeup is two different things. It's really two different things. In my 60s, so he should have reached his financial goals or surpassed them. I agree. I agree. You can spend money on the men also. You want us to take care of ourselves. I must use my money for that. Makeup or not. Yeah, I mean, now, ain't nothing wrong with makeup. I have that up and I thank God because I fell in love with myself natural. I like it. I like it. But I'm saying though, so then is it fair for a man to say, well, I'm bringing the money, I get to choose who's the most beautiful woman? Because the more money he has, the more beautiful woman he chooses. The more money he has, the more beautiful woman he chose. Now, broke men hate the idea. Broke men hate when a woman talk about money because they call you a gold digger. But women don't like when a man says she gotta be beautiful. And when you hear beauty, something stings in people's mind because, especially when you have been told that you're not beautiful. And because, but these days, here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. A lot of men are broke. Hey, thanks for the gift, Vintage. A lot of men are broke. A lot of men are broke. We know this. True or false? I mean, true or false? I don't know. I hate my glasses. A lot of men are broke. But do you think, since we could, in this dating era, we can equate broke man to unattractive woman? A lot of men are broke. Do you think a lot of women are attractive? Be honest. Let me ask you how to be honest. Why do men call us gold diggers when we are just looking for stability? I think it's broke men who do that. I don't think men, I understand me as a man, I have to bring something to the table financially. Not most women are not, can you explain that to me? I don't know what that means. Using two no. No, most women are not attractive. God dang. You say most women are not attractive. So then, when a man has money, the problem is when a man has money, he wants the most beautiful woman. When a man is lacking in that department of money, you know what he goes for? When a man lacks money, let me tell you what he goes for. Can I be honest with you guys without you all hurting, without you think that I'm trying to attack women? Can I be honest with you guys? You said most men are broke? God, I don't think most, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Some women like to fix men and like power that money brings, so he never leaves. So they think. What the heck was I gonna say? But go slow. But go honest, but go slow. He can keep his money. You told us not to get offended. Good. Not to, don't get offended because this is not personal stuff, right? This is just me talking. This is just what I see. This is what I see trending, okay? I hear men speak, I hear women speak. I see both sides. It's all on. Thank you for the gift. It's all on social media. You hear men speak, you hear women speak. Then I have friends who I speak to. Then I have clients. I have women clients. I have men clients. So I've heard it from all direction. I don't have no personal investment in this because I'm already, removed from the dating scene. Broke men usually go for. Don't hit me on this one. Broke men usually go for a woman who hardly wear clothes. The more skimpier you are, is the more broken men that you attract, right? The more skimpy you dress, the most, again, this is not personal, this is just based on data. The more revealing you dress, the more broke men that you attract. That's just it, because men who are financially stable, we don't want no half-dressed women. I'm just being honest. Men who are, and if they do, it's just to hit, but they can't take you seriously. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And maybe you don't. Maybe you haven't been around men who has, responsibilities and money and all, because, I think when you all look at men, you all see the raggedy ones, right? I think when you look at men, you see raggedy men. You see the ones online who are doing the raggedy things online. You hear the ones on social media who you see in them raggedy videos of these men in doing child support. I'm talking about men who you don't see online doing raggedy stuff. When a man is broke, he goes for less clothes. Less clothes and tighter revealing clothes. We want to see, broke men want to see all the stuff. Because it's discounted. What's up, JP? How you doing? How you doing, brother? The second thing, thank you. The second thing, the broker man is, again, don't hate me on this one, based on data, broke men go for overweight women. Do you understand that? A lot of broke men go towards overweight women because they feel like, well, you overweight, I'm broke. You should take this. They feel, and maybe, I don't know, they think she's insecure, right? They think that she don't like herself. And so they think that she will give him the time of the day. And whether that's true or not, it's irrelevant, but that is something that I see a lot. It's trendy. A lot of broke men will go for overweight women, obese women. Seriously. So, because I see it a lot. Because oftentimes men will assume that women who are bigger lack self-confidence. This is why a lot of men will abuse. I mean, don't get me wrong. The abuse, a man who abuses women is going to abuse any woman that he's with. But a lot of men go straight for the obese, the overweight ones, the highly overweight ones. And I'm not talking about the overweight ones that look good and I'm talking about like the overweight ones. And I think that's where a lot of broke men go towards. And so, yes, a man is broke, but he knows what he can get. And so that's the ones that he go to. Hey, Marsha, she provides shelter. I mean, so you have to understand this. So broke men, why are broke men drawn to you? The third reason why broke men are drawn to you, it might be because you're a giver. Happy Friday, brother. Happy Friday. Oftentimes, woman, you think that you're a giver. I'm a giver. I like to give. And so broke men comes to you from every angle because because you think, if I make him feel, good morning. The second one, they love givers. Now, when I say givers, everybody becomes a giver. And everybody think that's their reason. Now, here's the problem with this. I think we have this thing that a man can call out a man. Dude, you're broke. Dude, sit your broke ass down. But when it comes to women tell each other, you slaying. You slay. You fine. You beautiful, queen. Queen, you bad. Queen. And so the queens are thinking, well, I can put a man with money. Again, this is not me being mean. This is me being honest. Everybody promotes healthy relationships with healthy people. What's up, big country? How you doing? Everybody, women promoting other women. Beautiful thing. But I think after a certain time, everybody begins to believe it. Queen, you bad. Queen. And the queen could be looking a hot mess. The queen could be looking a hot mess. All women think that they are queens and they're beautiful. And so no matter how big, how small, how tall, how short, how they all so now the queens are now thinking, I deserve this. And so the men are like, you, what are you, crazy? Hey, still a girl? What if he is not broke and still wants 50-50? Why? Men want 50-50 sometimes to protect themselves because to think that, you want to be in there. Hey, still a girl? I don't think it's just broke men that want 50-50. It's sometimes that's how they grew up. Sometimes it's how their family and mothers and fathers was raised. Sometimes it's their culture. A wife find more of a woman married. But why you find, but most marriages fail. Husband do all that. Yeah. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? 50-50 is not something that says a man has money and he just does it. 50-50, let me tell you something about men that you all don't understand. That sometimes men will provide for who he wants to provide for. Men will provide. Thank you, Fatal, or Fatu. Men will provide. You check to the same account. Men will provide for whoever he wants to provide for. Not who needs it, but who he wants to provide for. Seriously. Listen, when you all understand this, when you understand a man will provide for whoever he wants to provide for. And if you don't like it that much, 50-50. But again, some people believe in 50-50. If I don't think 50-50 is bad. The mango. I don't think 50-50 is bad. I don't think it's bad. I think, Dex, long time no see, man. Long time no see. I think people are making 50-50 songs so bad. But is it bad? No. I think in this, especially in this economy, shit, that 50-50 is necessary. I know for my marriage, 50-50 is I pay the bills, she saves. It's still 50-50. I mean, if you really look at it, it's still 50-50. I pay all the bills, all the cars, all the this, all the maintenance, all the bills, all the everything. She saves and she invests. It's still, no matter how you look at it, it's still 50-50. I think we get too caught up into which one pay the bills. I think we get so caught up in which one pays the bills and which one, because your ego wants to be, your ego wants to feel better. Yeah. It's like your ego, because I see people bragging. Because I asked my wife the other day, I say, I've never heard, like, do you think paying, having a man who paying all the bills is a flex? You're like, I don't see why it's a flex. I see people online thinking that it's a flex for a man to pay the bills. It's not a flex. I mean, it's not a flex. Because what's the difference? It's just people's ego. You want to say out of your mouth, I have a man who pays all the bills. What's the big deal? But seriously, what's the big deal though? Maybe said love show, he know why he paid them. I'm telling you. I don't see the big difference because 50-50, I don't think it's bad, but it's 50-50 anyways. Now, I think it's selfish. I think it's selfish that you want him to pay all the bills and you just want to, this is my money. I think that's stupid. I think that's childish, actually. Like I think it's very childish. Because you remember when you was young and your mom gave you some money? Or your daddy gave you some money? Right? I don't know, the only wants to take care of himself. Do you remember when you was young and you had some money? But when your mom tell you, hey, use your money, all of a sudden you didn't want what you wanted anymore. Hey, buy me some food. Let's go to McDonald's. Yeah, you're gonna use your money? I don't want McDonald's anymore. Let's go home. Right? I'll eat something at home. Because when you're spending your money, it's different. And so oftentimes we are wrong here thinking, I want him to spend all this money on the bills and I can do whatever I want. I think that's stupid. I think that's very stupid. I think it's stupidity. I think it's childish. Like for real, I think it's very child. I think it's immaturity. Just to come on social media and say, hey, I see this woman all the time on social media. My man paid the bills. My man is a high value man. Why is it a high value per man because he pays all the bills? Can't just a regular man pay all the bills too? You don't like a man paying for everything? 50-50 is an understanding that's understood and each playing their position. Yeah! That social media concept? People on here just want, because, and so now when you see a man says he want to pay 50-50, you all think that something is wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with him. We are both living in the house. We both work. We both equal. Right? Ain't we equal? But however, it's not just about the. Now, I think the issue with 50-50 with women is that if 50-50 is the bills, 50-50 must be the chores too. Hey, rescued. I pay my right? If 50-50 pays the bills, then we must mix up the housework. I don't know why it's a big deal. I mean, I don't know why is it a big deal for a man to like why does a man think that if we both I remember 20 it was about 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, and I was with my ex-wife and we were both in the military. It was like 20 years ago. Maybe 25 years ago. Jesus. Lord, I'm old. I was like 21 years old, maybe 22, somewhere around there. And my wife and me was in the military. We went to work every day and we came home. And one day, I'm waiting for her to come home because I'm hungry. And I was like, so she came home and she's on the couch. I'm like, hey, what's up? Again, that's what I was taught. Hey, what's up? You gonna cook? I can't forget this day when she said, Kirk, we both went to work, right? I said, yeah. So she said, you tired? I said, yeah. She said, I feel the same way. Oh. Oh. All right then. That was when I got it. I was about 22 years old. It hit me like a rock because I'm hearing men say women cook, right? I'm hearing my grandmother and my mom. I'm seeing my and so I'm like, oh shoot, that makes sense. I didn't need to have an ego and attitude. It makes sense because if I'm tired as hell, right? Hey Brempy, hey Maria, listen, I'm tired as hell, so I know she tired too. We both in the military. We both wake up at 5, went to PT, came back from physical training, went back to work at 9, 9 to 5, came home, and I'm tired on the couch whenever her to cook. Hold on, that don't make sense. But if you don't understand, that's the simplest thing to get. This is the simplest understanding. And I think that's where the issue comes in. It's not about 50-50 that you hate the most. It's about you think that you shouldn't be doing 50-50 and still you doing all the house chores. Now I think that's stupid. Husband, what's the saying? Yeah, I'm like, wait. And so I don't think 50-50 is bad if we split the house because 50-50 says, yes, we pay the bills with our job money, but now you still washing the clothes, you still taking care of the kids. Because, I remember I went to my kid's school and like I told you all before, I went to my kid's school and to sign them out, and they asked, "Hey, what's your son's teacher's name?" And I was like, "Oh shit, what's my son's teacher's name?" And the thing about it is that I'm the stay-at-home dad. My wife goes to work. I'm the stay-at-home dad, right? And in my home, I pay all the bills. I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I pay all the bills, right? She goes to work, but when she comes home, the food is already cooked. You know what I'm saying? Everything is already set because I'm home. And I went so recently I went to pick up I'm the stay-at-home dad, so they called me to pick my son up. And I went to school to pick up my son. And the people at the front desk, what's your son's teacher's name? Hey Nina's. I was like, shit. Ugh. Called my wife, hey baby girl, what's such and such, what's Joshua's teacher's name? Her name is blah blah blah. Oh, how you know that? She said, how you don't know? It's a good question. That's a good point. I said, what's Kyla's teacher's name? Her name is such and such. Oh. So I said, you know all their teachers' name? I'm like, wait, so you know all their teachers' name? And she's like, yes, don't you? Yeah. And so while my wife is telling me their name, I'm telling them, hey, her name is such and such. I'm like, damn. And so I feel comfortable paying the bills because I know she does some shit. Even when I know she does some things. Yeah, shame on me, but I don't know those. I'm like, hey. So I understand the concept because when I look at my wife folding clothes, because we have to be smart. When you look at, and I think this is why women are tired. I think that's why you all are tired. You are not being compensated. And I'm not saying it to make you all feel better or pick your head up. This is just what I've seen in my marriage, in my relationship. Because I see my wife folding clothes, right? And she have all this, we got 3 kids, and I wear a lot of clothes, right? I go to the gym once, I go to the gym twice, and But then when I see her doing laundry, I'm like, shit, boy, that's a lot of clothes, right? And listen, Yogi Bear, that's hilarious. So, I just saw the comment. Someone said, ladies, this man is faithful, man. You see his hairline? And that's hilarious. That's it. But yeah, I'm like, damn, you actually working. And then I see her doing my daughter's hairs. I'm like, boy, I know you angry. I know you tired. So what do you expect me to do? Pick 50-50? No, here you go. Do you need anything else? Do you need anything else, Jad? Do you want more? If you want more, let me know. I'm telling you, man. Listen, I'm like, do you want? Because I understand I don't do as much. Even though I'm a stay-at-home dad, but I don't do as much. But that's common. That should be common sense. And I think that's where women are getting tired and frustrated because you go into work and you coming home and doing work. So I'm like, hey, it's a lot. And I get it. And I'm not being a simp. I'm being understanding because I know that stuff is not, this stuff is a lot. You know, but I think our problem as men is that we see our moms do it. We see our grandmothers did it. We see our grandma do it. Yeah, man, I'm retired. You know, we see our grandmother did it, right? She working in the kitchen. She's all over, right? Hey, Odette, how you doing? Split shows, but Kirk, please leave the girls here. You know what I mean? We see our grandparents do it, and we see our mothers did it, and our aunts, and so we think it's no. As men, we think it's normal. That's what women do. They don't know how they feel doing it. They never ask the question, how do you feel doing this? What do you feel? And so we don't understand what the hell is happening. And so we get married. And I'm just giving you all, and we get married. We find our wife. And we don't understand that you feel. And so we begin to start saying, woman now is not the same as woman then. You see where it come from? We never ask them, we never ask our moms because they lied to us. Our parents lied to us. Think about it. Our parents lied their asses off. They told us all this stuff. Yeah, this is my job, and I love doing it. They didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. She did it with grace. Let me tell you this. Listen, but now we never asked them why they was doing it, why they had to do it. And so we get married and we expect it. And not just expect it, we demand it. Some just like you. You saw your grandfather or your father do certain things, and you demand it from your man. It's the same crap, you know. It's a cycle. It's the same crap. Same as the either. Indeed. But it's the same crap. You see, and so a lot of times women are taught what to expect from a man, but not how to treat a man. And I think that, you know, you have expectations that he got to be financially this. And sometimes you don't understand that men are struggling just like you are. We struggling. We hurt. We tired too, boss. We struggling just as much as you are. We feel lost. We confused. We don't know where to go because we was raised in a home with just a woman. We don't know how to lead. You know, I had to learn, man. I had to learn, boy. One thing I had to learn. You all think men are naturally born leaders and all that shit. It's not true, you know. It's not true. Because many of us, we see our mom. That's it. All we saw was our mom. And the last time I thought, I'm like, wait, my mom raised me. And she raised my sisters. So what do I have that my sisters don't? What do I have that my sisters don't when we was raised in the same house by the same mother? How can I expect to lead a woman and a family when my mom taught me and my sisters the same crap? And so I think sometimes you don't understand the concept. So you all think men should do. No, we have to learn. We have to learn. And we can't learn from women. Unfortunately, we can't learn from our mothers because sometimes our mothers, we still sucking that breast after we turn 21. We're 21 years old, still in our mother's bosoms. Because you all can't let your damn kids go. You hold your kids like Pharaoh hold the damn children of Israel. You can't let them, you can't release them. Son, you fighting. I see this woman the other day on TikTok, this older woman going off on her son's ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, hey, let that boy go. You know what I mean? Let that raggedy ass boy go. It's a grown man now. Yeah, they sent you overseas? Like, let your raggedy ass son go. He raggedy. You let him go. Maybe if you let him go, he would be better. But you can't teach a boy how to be a man. You really can't. And so I had to learn. My first marriage was effed up. It was my starter marriage. And you will think, have you ever asked a question? Have you all ever asked a question? And this is the question that you have asked yourself. How come most of these men grow up with single mothers and still don't understand what single mothers do when they get married? Or why they still treat their single baby mama like that? Do you ever ask those? Because that's what we saw. That was, our mom never told us the truth about how painful it was. She didn't even, you see, because you think that you are strong, so you don't want to cry in front of us. You don't even want to cry, so we don't know what the hell so we grew up and do the same crap. And we don't know that takes some damn, we don't know how much pain that is for you. We don't get it because we see our mothers did it. So we think, what's wrong with you? Right? Like, what's wrong with you? Nothing wrong with you. You're just weak. Yeah, my first marriage was a starter marriage. To boot camp for, listen, I went to boot camp when I was 18 too. Praise God, I went to boot camp. Praise God, I went to the army at 18. Praise God, I did. My ex told me that flat out, he wanted me to struggle the way how he struggled. That's deep. That is deep. But I don't think you all should feel guilty for wanting a man with money. Why did my first marriage fail? I raised 2 good men and 1 good father. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you go girl fitness. Yeah, let's start a marriage. My first marriage failed because we got married when we was 19. As kids, and we're just kids, and we tried, but the military had to play a big effect. We were both in the military. At one point, I didn't see her for 4 years straight. I was gone. I was absent. I was in Iraq. She was in Germany. I came back from Iraq. She went to Iraq. I came when she came back. When she came back, before she came back from Iraq, I left to go back to Iraq. Before I came back from Iraq, she left from Germany to the States. I came to Germany, and so that was just done. And so we had to understand sometimes the military is not really. Yeah, we were babies, man. We were young. That's why we don't hate each other. That's why we understand. Once when you were a young man, you have to go through some shit, because that man's gonna have to grow up. That boy gonna have to grow up. But when he grows up, it's gonna be some shit. On the process of growing up, people are gonna do some shit. Do you recommend for teens to go to the military? Do I recommend for teens to go to the military? Hell yes. Hell yes. It's the best thing I ever did. And yet it's the worst thing I ever did too. Best thing I ever did. Because one thing about the military, you can do 20 years in the military and be retired. I retired at 39 years old. At 39, but I think, but my wife was smart too. I didn't have much money, but she knew I was going to retire. See, my wife is she's an internal person. Because I think that's why she chose me. Because I'm like, why? But, I retired after 20 years. But once you retire, that's a check. And then the VA benefits, that's a whole, that's 2 checks. And then you're not working, so you could have a job. That's 3 checks. So listen, a lot of retirees from the military, they're making $200,000-$300,000 a year, easy. Because why? We get some checks, and so that's why my wife don't pay no bills, because because she don't have to. My wife is a Libra, young and stupid. Yeah, young and very stupid. But the thing about it, I think going to the military is a good thing. You learn some discipline, you learn how to, make some money, to be on your own, to travel, see different cultures, see the world, and you can get some smarts from it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jamisha. You can get some smarts from it. So I think it's a yeah, guidance. I think man, listen, if you're focusing on college, you see how many people complain. I hear so many young men complaining about it's hard and they're homeless. Go to the military. Retired and still doesn't want to do his part and expect more out of me. Wait, what do you mean he doesn't want to do his part? Like his part as far as what? It says Scorpio on Libra. Do you believe in those signs that much? I think that's why, to be honest, I think that's one of our, especially black people, I think that's our issue. I mean, seriously, because I talked about it before. I think we believe in these signs too much. I mean, I really believe that we believe in these zodiac signs too much. I don't put I don't put too much effort in zodiac signs. I think we have choices, you know. But your mind is so healthy. Some people can't seem to recover from that trauma. That is true too. That is true too. That is true. I cover part of the bills while he complains about the debt that he constantly makes. Yeah. Yes, I am married now. Yeah, I am married now. When a man, you cover most of the bills? Shit. Hey, Munzi. You cover most of the bills and he complains about debt and listen. Um, I don't think listen. I don't think a woman. I learned some things later on in my years. Let me tell you all what I learned. Can I tell you all what I learned? Something that I realized that I have learned, and I've learned some of these recently. I learned some, in the past couple years, yesterday, and I learned. I'm more than tired. Indeed. I mean, I get it. I get it. I learned some things. I honestly don't think women. You know why you guys suck at stress? There's a reason why when you stress and when you are in that space, you can't. You are not a good. You don't make. You're not the same as a man, right? Because we carry stress differently. Did you unalive someone? Jesus. Well, how? That's a strange question, man. Did you unalive someone during your service at the military? That's some crazy questions to ask a person. I mean, you don't think so? I mean, you don't think that there's like a boundary that you should not be asking those questions? That's some weird questions, man. You're gonna shit. I forgot what I was saying. Um. Oh, what was I saying? Just killing my whole mood, man. I mean, look, even my eyes look different. it just killed. Hey, you just killed my whole mood, man. Like for real. Like you just underlined my mood. My whole mood changed. What was I saying? Yes, thank you, thank you. I think. Give me a second. Give me a second, man. It's electrical fine around there. Yeah, I'm good, man. So it's how to talk down to women. I don't talk down to women. And so check this out, right? Um, but I totally forgot what I was saying. Scorpio carries those that need to be understood. Very smart people. Vasa, you just joined. Thank you, Starburst. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were being a misogynist. Yeah. Um, Thank you. I forgot what I was saying, by the way. Yes, so yes. We carry stress differently. I don't think a woman is built to carry that type of stress because I think your body is built for different things differently, right? I think I think our bodies are built for things differently. Because once you are under the type of stress, right, you can't function properly. You go back in that hard, that hard vibration, that energy that is just not soft anymore. Is not, you're not open, you're not loving, and it's just not healthy. And then you realize that a woman does so much with her body. Her body is always in motion. Her body is always, I realize even a sperm and an egg. The sperm and the egg. Your egg came. Your egg. You was born with your egg, and so you have all these eggs that one comes out. My sperm is just being a couple days old, right? It's just a couple days old, and we all we do is give it to you. Right? That's all we do. We just give it to you. And you took that, then your body does a whole bunch of. I don't think you all are the same under stress. And so in this case, this is why I understand that when you are in a relationship, yeah, so many hormones, right? Hey, Shonda, when you're in a relationship, a man got to take a lot of stress off of you. Like seriously, and not say, and it's not because you're weak. It's not because you can't carry it, but you're doing so much already. It's so much stuff that your body is experiencing. And if a man wants a soft woman, if he wants his woman to be soft, you have to take off some of the pressure, because I don't think it's meant for you. I mean, I don't, and I know this is a day and age where women are doing their own things, and I get it. You're doing your own thing, and you're good this, and you're a business. You know what I'm saying? You have your own business, you have your own income, but it's different. It's different. And for me, all I have to do is just give you some sperm that I made yesterday. I just made it. I just made it yesterday, a month ago, and that's it. That's my part. And here you are, your stomach hurting, and you're this, and you start to this, and you don't deserve to have stress during those times. And so that's why we got to think about it, man. I skipped a question. What question did I skip? You want help carrying your stress? I mean, but you know what though? But this is why we have to be careful too in who we choose. That's both men and women. I mean, we have to be careful in who we choose. Hey, Crone, how you doing, girl? We have to be careful in who we choose to be with. I think character plays the biggest role. Character. The VI butterfly, what's good with you? Long time no see. How you doing? We gotta be careful in who we choose, and I think people now stop choosing because they don't see many options. I think people stop choosing because they don't see many options. I think the options have gotten very minimal, so I think people are not choosing them all. It's fresh, right? But yeah, but I don't. I think our society is telling women now that you should feel bad for wanting a man with money. I don't think you should. I don't think you should feel bad at all. I think you should, I think you should, I think you should desire a man who's financially stable, because I don't, it's not. I think when you change roles, like when you swap roles, when a woman takes over the role of providing, especially when she got to pay the bill, she can't do it. She can't handle it because it doesn't feel natural. And maybe is the conditioning, what we were conditioned to, but it's not. It feels off. Actually, even the man feel off. That's why the man will question you. The man will always be jealous. If a woman takes over the role and begin to pay the bills, and she doing all them things, her man will feel a little insecure. Always do. Especially if she's the one who take. He will feel everybody at work will be a threat. Everybody at her job will be a threat. Everybody who she works with will be a threat. Everybody she talks to will be a threat. Her family will be a threat. Her friends will be a threat, because we assume, I bet your friend's telling you to leave me. I bet everybody at work trying you. I bet you see better. And so he cannot take it. So both sides struggle. That's why it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Will a man close off if his stability not together and not want to be in a relationship? Yes, a man can be that way. Men can close off when their money is not good. A lot of men close off when they're, because remember, society pushes the narrative that a man we are providers. And so when society pushes that narrative, a man subconsciously and unconsciously is conditioned with the same belief system. And so when he cannot provide, his pee don't get hard anymore, right? I mean, seriously, that providing, it messes with your stamina. It changes, how if you are horny or stuff. Hey, Shawnee, how you doing? It changes your sexual appetite. It changes a whole lot of things, and you become angry. He becomes angry. He becomes kind of bitter and rude because he has lost control. All are men born providers. Are all men born providers? I think men are men. I don't think providers is something that we were born, but is what we are conditioned to do. It's a natural instinct. I think it's a natural instinct in this life. It's a natural instinct. So when it's a natural instinct, we have to understand it just some things you see a man and a woman. I don't think in a household where a man, if in my household, naturally as a man, or maybe I was taught this way, maybe it's a condition, right? But me being the bigger person in my family, I'm the biggest one, I'm the oldest one. And so if I hear at night my door open, hey, you stay here. Let me go check it out. It's a natural instinct. Hey, I mean, I don't want to go downstairs to check it out, but I'd rather go. I'll go and you can stay here with the kids. Make sure the kids are good. And so natural instinct says I will go in danger. And so it's a natural behavior. And I don't think that was conditioned necessarily. I think that's just a natural instinct. I'm the bigger one. I'm the stronger one. Physically. Right? And so naturally, some things just come naturally. So to provide for the family is a natural instinct. I wouldn't say most fail. I say social media make it sound like most fail. I don't think most men fail at that. Now, I'm not saying that all men will have a lot of money. To provide and to have a lot of money, it's not the same thing. So it's not everybody in this economy gonna have a lot of money. It's not made for that way. Because even if we make a lot of money, every price will be raised on everything. So we always have some who has less. Remember the economy. This is how the economy works. Things are priced based on the cause, right? I mean, how much things are priced based on the demand. The more money that everybody makes, the more expensive it becomes. And so if everybody makes all this money, things will be very expensive. If things are very expensive, we're still broke. Regardless, like right now, we broke. 20 years ago, things wasn't this expensive. But I'm saying, so everybody can't have all this money. So just because a man doesn't have all this money doesn't mean that they're failing. Sometimes the system sucks. The system fails us too. The system sucks. Like, look at us. People's health stuff now is insurance going up to freaking what? Thousands. That's hard. To women that they feel enough. But I do think men do provide for the woman that he wants. Because I know, listen, even a secret, I've seen men provide for women who they wasn't with, but the woman that they were with didn't give them a damn thing. Yeah, we should expect a man with money. I think it's okay. I think it's fair to make sure your husband or your man that's dating you is financially stable. But understand, a man who's financially stable, they want a certain look to. When they're dating, beauty is their thing. They don't want a woman who makes all this money. They want beauty. Beauty is the number one thing. So yes, even though it is perfectly fine to want a man with money, you have to understand men who with money wants a certain attraction in women. They want their woman to look a certain way. So it goes, I mean, it still happens the same way. It's just beauty and money becomes equal. Truck drivers make a lot of money. That's what I heard. They usually also go with younger. Who? You mean men? Well, men naturally goes with younger women. And when I say younger, not like what you are social media. Hey, Athena, I do. I think men naturally goes with a younger woman. And it's not 20 years younger, but 5, 6 years younger. It's a natural thing. It's always been that way. A natural thing. Remember, men, I look at my son and my daughter. When I look at my son and my daughter, I realize, even though they are close to the same age, my son is a lot slower, meaning his maturity. My daughter is a year older, but she is I hope you don't hear me, in maturity, she's so, and so we don't grow on the same level of maturity. So naturally, men usually go a little younger, because if we the same age, a lot of times you, hey Patty, how you doing? Women's guilt and men's roles. Oh, that's AI. Damn. Wait, I know AI be on this. My husband, 8 years older. He is my hero. See, I'm telling you, it's just natural. A man with a stable job but no kids. What about it? You know, it's not everybody want them raggedy people. You know, it's not everybody want raggedy ass kids. I know I didn't want raggedy kids. I mean, kids. It's about manipulation. I don't think it's manipulation. I think women say it's about manipulation. I don't want to. Nobody want to manipulate people. We, people say that, but yeah, and it's you know, it's not everybody want raggedy kids. I know for a fact I didn't want it, but when they came, I was like, damn it, what I got to. But you know, I understand as a man, I wanted to take care of my kids. Go away. You know, I wanted to take care of my kids. I mean, you know, there can always be exceptions. I wanted to take care of my kids, and so I realized three was a lot. And so I cut my stuff off after three. I was like, if I keep bringing kids, I keep gonna spend money. And so let me cut my stuff off. It's just irresponsible men and women who have all these damn kids that they can't afford. It's like, hey, cut your shit off. I cut mine. When my last daughter was born, I mean conceived, cut this shit off. Take it out. I don't want no more. Because if I take care of them, I know it's gonna be a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Especially when you're doing your part, especially when them jokers live with you, you know you gotta pay. And so, cut this shit out. Take it out. Do it. I didn't want any, but since I got them now, I love them to death. Have much money, but he has no kids. He doesn't have much money, but he doesn't have kids. Maybe he has a spending habit. Maybe he has a bad spending habit. You know, when you meet a man, when you talk about money, my wife told me this. My wife told me this. My wife said to me the other day, she said, listen, actually, she said this on the live too. She said, you know, a woman is looking for a man who makes six figures. But what she doesn't understand, hey, Val, thank you. She said, but what women don't understand she said, it's not about how much a man makes. It's about what he does with his money. She said, because if a man makes 100,000 and he has houses and cars and toys and bills and credit cards and clothes, all this expensive stuff, he broke. He said he broke. Might as well date a man who makes 50,000 who is money conscious. And I was like, you know what, that makes sense. I never really thought about it that way. It's pointless. She said, you date a man, people who make more money have more bills. They have more toys, more cars, more house, more this. And you see all the money, oftentimes, them jokers just go. Money is gone. As soon as it comes, it goes. And my wife was like, yeah, why do women think that six figures is something? It's not nothing at all. She said, because if you make, and she said, if a man makes six figures, when does it become hers? It's a good point. She said, so why does she even want a man who makes six figures? It is not hers. What? I was like, another good point. Women for saying they didn't plan on being, yeah, it's silly, man. But it's not everybody want kids. I didn't want any. But when you choose a man, you got to see his spending habits, man. Is he a gambler? Because, you know, he take you to a first date. Let's go to the casino. I don't know. I wish I had better money management. The last 10 years of my life, I blew through it, made more and bought. Man, I'm telling you. Why do men become better for the next woman? We all become better as we get older. It's not, we're not becoming better for the next woman. We learn our lessons, right? I learned from my first wife. And I knew what not to do on my second, right? I mean, that's how we learn. It sounds bad, right? Because, you know, when you ask that question, it sounds like a negative question, but it's not a negative question. We all get better for the next person. We all do. Because in the beginning, we're raggedy. We don't know what to do, how to please them, what to do for them. And as we get older, as we get from relationship to relationship, we learn better. And so, yes, Arrow. I mean, we don't get better for the next woman. We get better, period. We get more conscious. Because if I'm a cheater here, let's say I have a relationship, right? I have a relationship. Let's say I'm married. and I'm cheating on my spouse, and I'm loud, and I'm very, right? Yeah, I'm very disrespectful, right? And I'm cussing my wife out. And finally, my wife says, you know what is wrong with this? Right? And finally, my wife said, you know what, Kirk, I can't take it no more. I'm leaving you. But no, please don't leave me. I didn't think I was doing wrong. I see my daddy do it. And my daddy loved my mom. I see him do it. Right? I see my uncles do it. So that's why I thought it was normal. I thought you would love me anyways, and you understand that I don't mean it to be a bad thing. And she said, no, I can't. I told you to stop. For this next woman, he knows, don't do that. Because it's gonna happen twice. Hey, big pressure, how you doing? It's gonna happen twice, so he doesn't do it. So it's not that he becomes better for the next woman. He becomes better for himself because now he learned, he understands what not to do. Now, the ones who ain't becoming better, I don't know what's wrong with them. I want to be in the six-figure woman, which I was till I got laid off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My sister wanted to get her tubes tied after one child at the age of 30, and they refused. After the second child at 37, they did it. Yeah, they will refuse it. They will refuse. I saw this lady. You all see the lady on TikTok? The lady on TikTok with 6 kids, 7 kids and homeless. I mean, she live in a hotel. 7 kids. Oh, six or 7 kids. 29 years old. 7 kids living in a hotel, a motel. Listen. Seven kids. You know, for me, if I love my wife or my girlfriend, I don't want to put her through all them things. Giving her kids after kids. I don't want to keep doing that to her, cause I know it's not fun, and I don't want 7 kids, and I know you don't want. You want all them kids, and to hear, a man who makes all these kids don't like noise. Hearing all them damn noise, I think that's my biggest thing, noise. My favorite line for my kids is go to bed. If I hear any noise that I don't want, go to bed. When I'm done with it, go to bed. How do y'all go to bed? Go to bed. Right? Go to bed. Because I don't know how you do it. Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. Yeah, go to bed, quick. Because 7 kids, you hear all the noise. And so a lot of men don't like women with kids. Yeah, that's why I hear women ask a question. Women ask a question, right? What's up, handsome guy? Women ask, why don't men like women with kids? Why else? Nobody wants to hear about the noise. Especially if you ain't my kids, I'm more annoyed. You ever been around kids that ain't yours? You see how annoyed you can get? You see how annoyed you get quick? If it's my kids, right? What's up, Captain Pops? Hey, Miranda, you here? Hey, Foxy Sam. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Scorpio, I can't do noise, man. But when it's your kids, you more tolerate of it. It's okay. It's all right. But when it's somebody else's kids, oh hell, put them kids outside. Why? That's not your kids. Yeah, you're right. Damn, I forgot. Damn. Like send them kids to your husband. You know what I mean? Thank you, Miranda. Child support payments need to be. Listen, but we don't. I don't. So that's why men don't like women with kids, and it's not just that. And then you have a bunch of men in the. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much. You have a bunch of men on the side, because a man who sleeps with you once and get a kid with you, assume that he can sleep with you again. Because one thing about men, if a man had you once, he thinks that he can come back. You all know that? That's why men be trying again. That's why, especially men who have kids with you. One thing about men, if a man has kids with you, they always think that your door was open. I want a lot of kids. Shoot. Man. And so men don't want to deal with that. Men are like, why should I provide for your kids that somebody else made? And so men are like, nope, no more women with kids. Because them kids quick to say, you ain't my daddy. Oh, you try again because we let them. That too. That definitely too. But yeah, man, but 7 kids with 29 years old, 7 kids living in a hotel room. And I'm like, what? After a certain point, we have to look at, and even though the men sometimes are raggedy, but sometimes you have to understand that you're making raggedy decisions too. Or sometimes the women are raggedy too. I don't know why is that so wrong to say? Why is that so wrong to say? I think a lot of times raggedy men attract a lot of raggedy women. You just don't like it. It sounds bad because It's called accountability. We have to be accountable for who we choose in our life. Sometimes we choose raggedy ass folks in our lives because we raggedy too. I was a teacher and I love working with other people's kids, but I was thankful at the end. I'm telling you, man, I send them back. But sometimes we raggedy too. But it's just that in your is you see, sometimes women, we all learn. With kids, why? Yeah, right. Women has to stop having babies for boy. Hey, listen, you know, listen, man. Here's the thing, right? That we have to understand, man. And this song's bad, but I don't mean for it to sound bad. The more kids you have, you ain't got no bargaining chips when it comes to who you choose in your life or who comes to your life. I mean, let's be honest. The more kids you have, now of course they're gonna always be exemptions. Exceptions. They're gonna always be exceptions, right? So I know somebody who has 5 kids and still have a man. Right. I get it. Right. We get it. We're not saying that you can't. But I'm saying the standards change. You're not gonna get what you want. Sometimes these women love the attention of being pregnant. You know, yeah, it's gonna be harder. I remember when I didn't want no more kids because I had a plan. I had a financial plan. My last kid, I had a financial plan. Me and my wife. I said because we were both deployed. We were both overseas, right? We were both deployed. We was going on a 9-month deployment with me and my wife, and we ain't had no babies. I mean, we ain't had no. My son is 11 years old, so we know we ain't had no babies, and we had a plan. Hey, we're gonna go over here. I don't want to have a house back there. Let's put everything in storage. Let's give up our house, and let's not pay rent for 9 months. Let's send our son to his grandmother for 9 months. Let's stack some money up, come back, do our thing. 9 months, 2 of us. Man, we got to Kuwait. My wife started talking. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you throwing up? Every morning she wakes up. I said, but come on, man. You what the hell is? I said, ain't no damn way. Ain't no way. Ain't no damn way. You coming to me every morning talking about what is wrong, Kirk? I said, what, man? God damn it! I was, I was mad. Miranda, I was so mad. I was like, come on. But I didn't want to hear those words. I had a thought. I didn't want to hear it. She said, Kurt. I said, what, man? God damn. I think I'm pregnant. Come on. Here we go with this shit. How? She said, what do you mean how? God damn it. I said, why? I was like, this little dude, I was so mad. I was like, we had a plan. We had a plan to go over there, stock some money, rack some money up, come back, get you a nice car. Man, I was so mad. I had an attitude. So I asked her one simple question. She got mad. I said, one simple question. Right? You all know what question I asked her? One simple question. I already know what's up. I asked her one simple question. You say you didn't plan not to run. Nobody wants to. Listen, ain't nobody using no condoms. What's up, life coach Jackson? How we doing? I asked her one question. She got mad. I say, so what you gonna do? She's like, what do you mean? I said, no. I mean, like when you want to go home. Not what you're gonna do like that, just, I mean, you're gonna go home, right? And have this baby, right? She's like, what is I'm gonna do? No, that's what I meant. I mean, I was asking when, like, are you ready to go right now? You know what I mean? Ah, boy, I was, whew. Listen, man. Are we keeping it? I hope that was it was close enough. But I'm happy that. And so she came home, and when she went home, when she went back to the States, She had to get another house and buy all new, I wanted her to get new furniture. And I'm like, boy, that's all the money right there is gone. All the money is gone, man. All the money was gone. Hey, Sedusu, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the money is gone. Good evening, brother. How are you doing? I'm doing good, living the life. I'm doing good. Good to see you. But seriously, but seriously, man, I think it is safe to say choose a man with financial knowledge. But everybody don't have financial knowledge, and sometimes the man that you have, you don't have to teach him. Vidushi, okay, Vidushi, nice to meet you. Sometimes you got the man that you choose might be lacking in certain areas that you want him to be strong on. Because nobody, man, plan derailed all the way off. Nobody gonna come completely complete. You know what I mean? So I was told choose men with a job at least. At least. Damn it, at least. I mean at least. At least. But financial, especially now as we get older, financial stability is very important, man. I think as a 40 and above year old, financial independence or financial stability or um, literacy, financial literacy should be up here because Lord God knows. I, Listen, when you're 40 years old, I don't want to work until I'm 60. You know what I mean? Working until you're 60, that's a lot. Like that's a lot. And so if you don't have financial literacy or financial knowledge or wisdom or whatever you call it, that man, we'll be both tired, man. Financial literacy is very important. And I think this is why when why, you know what my wife buys me a lot of now? Books. She don't read them. I read them. Because she buy, the first book that my wife bought me as a gift was this book right here. Her first book she bought me. I mean, I already had it. Every time I'm 55, I see my mom working 3 jobs. Man, I'm telling you, man, that's a lot. She bought me this book. And it's because she understands, hey, if Kirk reads it and study it, he's gonna do it. How do you decide which man have patience? How do you decide which man to have patience with? I think some men will put in effort. I think some men will put in effort, but it takes a while. I will tell you, before you settle down with a man, um, comes with mistakes and wisdom. Indeed, facts. I think before you take a man seriously, wait at least 8 months. Wait at least 8 months. Because you don't see shit in 3, 4 months. You don't listen, you don't see a day. You're not even being your full self in 3 or 4 months. Hey Grace, I would say wait at least 8 months. 8 months you're gonna see a lot. But by 8 months you're already in love. You're already pregnant. Shit. In 8 months you're already living together. You're moving him in your house. What? You're moving men in your house in 3 or 4 months. I don't understand. Why would you move somebody in your home? I would tell listen, I bought each of my daughters and my son a home. Well, my 2 kids so far. I got one more to go. And one thing I told my daughter, I said, hey, if I see you with any raggedy man, you can't live in the house. As a matter of fact, it's not gonna give to you. It's not gonna be on your deed. You're not gonna be in your name. If I see if I see you with a pattern of raggedy ass brothers, can't do it. Sister, girl, I can't. I'm not giving you this because now that raggedy ass man with no intentions and no plans, he's gonna ruin it. Choose a man who doesn't have his own home. Man, that's a good question. First foreigner who pronounced my name right. Oh, good. Thank you. But yeah, man. So we have to be mindful, man. I forget what was I saying before that. What did I say before that? I forgot. He ain't about to be at your house on our couch eating. I'm telling you, eating your food. I'm telling you, man. Hell no. I'm from the Caribbean. If he wants to be considered as a leader, he needs to have money. Otherwise, the woman giving him money, he will resent him in the end. Someone said, what did somebody say? Somebody said, if your woman makes between $10 and $13, $10 to $15, she will listen to you. If she makes $15 to 20, $25, she won't listen to you. But if she makes $25 and above, she ain't got no ears. She, she ain't got no ears. Her ears are just done. And I think sometimes that might be true because y'all don't listen to damn boy. I love Indian food. I love Indian food, man. I love Indian food. But when you all make that money, you all don't have any ears. Your ears just peel off. Daughters make more than their man. Man, listen. I mean, and to be honest, I don't think anything is wrong with it. But if if I see my daughters picking them little raggedy dudes, man, no, you can't. I'm giving you this. You gotta be smart. This ain't free. This is blind leading the blind. But yeah, but never feel guilty for messing for expecting your man to have financial stability. Never. Now, maybe in your 20s. No, I mean, yeah, we both broke. In your 30s, you should have something. In your 40s and 50s, no, we're not gonna be broke. We can't. Things are expensive. That's what dads are for. Indeed, indeed. A single dad raising two daughters. Man, that's rough. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I still don't listen. How to date men with less money? They will either compare or try. But I don't think that's necessarily true. Like the woman with money will dog the man. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think there are some men who are driven by their ego, and so therefore they can't take it. The men who are driven by their ego-driven men. Ego-driven. Well, I was answering a question by. That's where I was. Let me see something. Oh yeah, I was asking, how do you decide who to have patience with? Who to have patience with? That's the question I wanted to thingy. Who to have patience with? You have to wait about 8 months to see a person's truer colors. 4 months don't have true colors. You can't move somebody in your home because these days you're moving men in your home. Number one, never move a man in your home. I think that's one of the biggest why would a man need to be moving in your home in the first place? I don't even get it. Why would a man want to be? Why would you move a man into your home? That's something that I think that should. If you move a man in your home, you should automatically get a lower credit score. As I see, the temperament is. Yeah, exactly. Just to see if that's what their their temperament, their attitudes, their words. If you move a man in your home, I think you should have a low credit score. I think you should never be able to afford another home because I think it's crazy, especially if you're not married. Don't buy no home with nobody you dating. No, that's a law. Don't buy no home with no one that you are dating because you think it's gonna work out. Hell, it's harder than everybody doing it while you're married, but while you are dating. But don't move men in your home. They drop the value of your house. The value of your house will be it will knock off thousands of dollars in the first day. I don't even know how you move men in your home, but I would say 8 months you will see a man more in his true colors. 8, 9 months. So this is why wait until you see those times. But now when you look at those times, you have to be honest. When you see 8, 9 months, seriously, when you 8, 9 months a year, that's the man. That's the one that you chose. And after that, you're going to realize if this man never changed to get better, can I take him now? Can I be with this man as he is? And you got to be honest. Can I be, if this man, you have to ask this question. If this person never changed, can I be okay with him? That's the question. Because now we're 40. We're not basing stuff on potential. We're too old to have all the potential. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not too old to have potential, right? Because many of us haven't bloomed yet, or maybe not. I don't know. And so, at 50 years old, potential. Listen, we already potentiated. Is that a word? We already fully. Whatever you're gonna do, chances are you already did it. Whatever you're gonna have, you probably already have it. That's it. Been 4 months of no contact. He ghosted me for another woman. Will he come back? I hope you do. I hope you Hannah Finney, are you trolling me? 16, I constantly. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't stop blooming, right? But because I'm 45 and I'm blooming too, right? There's more to go, but you will see, because if you eat like if you're not about anything at all, and you just chilling every day, and you're not, the other day I was walking in the store whistling. I was whistling in the store, and for many people don't think that that's a big deal until you realize, who whistles while they walk? Do you all ever heard somebody whistle in a store? Hey, thanks for the gift. You ever heard somebody whistle while they're walking? You know what it means? Do you all know what it means? Because when I caught myself whistling, I was like, what the hell? Anybody used to hear old people whistle? It's an older man. Hey, you have to be at peace to be whistling. You gotta be at peace to be. Yeah, the only way a song will come out of your lips is when you at peace. Because if you're not at peace, whistling just don't work. Because that shit on your mind. Your father does. So when you walking around talking about, oh, you happy? I'm telling you, happy, peaceful. So when I caught myself, I was like, oh shoot, look at me whistling. I don't know what song I was whistling too. If you love a person, you'll accept his or her flaws. But if he cheated on you, remember, you should not stay with him. Indeed, indeed. Now, the question was that I just got was, so the question is, your person ghosted you. It's been 4 months of no contact. He ghosted me for another woman. Would he come back? Advice, please. Yeah, they always come back. When the woman don't want him no more, he comes. Listen, when a man ghosts you, thank you, Flowers of the Sun. Thank you so much. That's a very kind compliment. Thank you for being who you are. I like the compliment. That's a beautiful compliment. Thank you. That means a lot. They always come back. When a man ghosts you for another woman, he comes back. He always comes back. And one of the biggest reasons why he comes back is because he knows your slow self is still waiting for him. Person can be happily single. Of course, people can be happily single. I think there are many people who are happily single. I think people already been in good marriages, good relationships, and they're just done. I think many people have been in great relationships, or they are widows or widowers and stuff like that, and they're good. They're happy. They're good. They already had it, right? I think if I get divorced from this wife, I think I'm good, and it's not because I'm angry. I experienced it twice. Shit, what more do I want? Right? Like, why do I want it again? I already got twice. I got 2 wives. Let me time to be by myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Some people are happily single. But yeah, a man always come back. If a man ghosts you for someone else, number one, like I said yesterday, if a man ghosts you, chances are, oftentimes he has a woman or a wife. I was married twice and I have 2 kids, and I'm see exactly right, exactly like that's what I said. Right, just like what I said. You were married twice and you got 2 kids and you good because you got it. But if a man goes, he always comes back. But the reason why he comes back is because your slow ass is waiting for him. He's just there waiting. After 4 months, you still waiting for a man who ghosted you? Like, Jesus Christ. Shit. I mean, I don't mean to say them in the same sentence, but gosh, that's a long time to be waiting on somebody who ghosted you for another woman. But that tells you about who. That. If I ghosted you, can I be honest? Let me be honest, okay? Let me be honest. Can I be blunt and honest for a second without judgment, right? Can I be blunt and honest? I just want to be blunt and honest for a second. And I don't want y'all to look at me like I'm bad, right? Or they just don't like you, right? If I ghosted you, and I ghosted you for another woman, if you know this, and I ghosted you for another woman, and when I come back, right, you waiting for me, I don't want you no more. Because you gotta be nobody. So nobody else wants you. Hold on. If you know I ghosted you for another woman, and 4 months I come back and I meet you in the same place, I don't want you no more. Something is wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you. Something is wrong. I'm good. You know what? I'm ghosting you again. That's crazy. My ex just hovered me as I'm in 2-year relationship, engaging. Fact, I'm telling you, they always come back. Them jokers always, them bastards always come back. She should not wait for him. Indeed. Move on. Don't be a fool any longer. Indeed. Listen, if I come back and say that you still, man, I'm done. I'll pass. I'm looking at you like, what's wrong with you? So nobody else wants you? Nobody else? Oh shit, I'm gone. I'm gone. I might come back every now and again just to, if I want my stuff to be released, but that's it. So much people, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong with you? But you don't wait for somebody for 4 months to come back after they ghost you. But like I said, men always come back. It's time to focus on you. Yeah, men always come back. Men always come back. Oftentimes. If a man okay, so this is how you know a man is coming back. Let me tell you how you know if a man is coming back. If a man gets up and leave you just like this, give him a couple weeks. I think most women feel they have to go through struggle love in order to receive everything they desire. Indeed. You know for a fact, if a man leaves, just gets up and go, he's coming back. He's just taking a break. We know a woman takes about 16 and a half years to leave when she's not happy. A woman will get in a relationship. For the first 4 months, she's not happy. She will wait 16 years, finally get out. We know she's not coming back. I know you ain't coming back. Let me tell you about men. Men will leave you for another woman. Let's be honest. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying it's what we do. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. A man will leave you for another woman. Stay with the woman, come back to you to cheat with you, and then go back to his woman. Never leave. He will just cheat with you. And you have to let him do it. You have to let him do it. You have to let him do it. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. A man will leave you for another woman and then try to cheat with you while he's still with her. Tell me I'm lying. And I will let him. Talking about, I knew he wanted me. I knew your man still no, he don't want you. He doesn't want you. He been eating the same food for 15 months. He wants some seasoning. It's true. And you know how I know it's true? I've done it. It's not funny, but I have done it. I'm that man. I've done it. And I know many people who have done it too. It's ridiculous. Stupid. It's stupid. By the way, when I come on here and I talk to you guys, I'm coming from a place of I did shit. Okay? Not from a place of me judging men or me judging women. I did shit. So please understand what I'm saying, okay? I'm coming from a place of I've done some shit in my life. That's why when I come on here and I talk, I know what I'm talking about. Because I've hung out with those men who did the same shit I've done. Because birds of a feather. I remember this dude one day told me he doesn't cheat on his wife. I said, man, you're gay or something. What's wrong with you? He said, what do you mean? I said, man, you gay. You must be gay. Don't talk to me, man. And I'm like, what the hell was I doing? What the hell was I telling this young man? How foolish was I? You know how immature that is, man? You know how immature that is to tell another man he's gay because he doesn't cheat? That's the place I came from. This is why I don't judge people. Listen, we make some stupid, we do some stupid stuff. Both of us, both genders. I'm like, man, something is wrong with you, man. What's wrong? I thought, like, what men don't cheat? I really believe that all of us do the same crap, but it wasn't true. It wasn't true. All of us never did. I met men who have never done what I've done. I never understood, but It's just we all have different struggles. We all got different struggles, man. Hey Moe, how you doing? I'm so ashamed. I did it before. I'm telling you, because those men know exactly what to say. Some men get many women before marriage and don't want to cheat once married. My cousins. Yeah? Yeah. What's up, Mike? How you doing, brother? Fact. Yeah, different. Well, hey, what's up, Reckon? How you doing? Different. We all have different struggles. And that's men and women. It's all of us. Some women struggle with cheating too. I know women who are just cheaters. Just cheat and they can't stop. Yeah, that's, we all have different struggles, man. We have different sense of worth, sense of values. We have different things it's just we have different stuff. But which one is worse? I don't know. Who am I to judge? But but seriously, I don't think you all should feel guilty, like I said, to pick a man with money. And it's not because you cry, it's better to cry in a Bentley because most men don't have a Bentley anyways. So, and you don't know anybody who have a Bentley. So it's better to cry in a Bentley than to cry in a Honda. No, Hondas are nice. You all ever drive? Hondas are nice. Yeah, Hondas. It's better to cry. No, the cry sucks. Because when you've been hurt, that crying, they don't care where you're at. You crying at work. You crying in your nice big house. You crying in your little one-room apartment. When you hurt, you hurt wherever you at. It hurts the same. I don't care what you got. When you hurt whether you're using a Benz, Bentley, or a Pinto. It hurts to say man, it hurts. That thing, man, this is why men can't come. A lot of men can't come back. Even in the gym. That's when he break up with my friend, I advised her not to entertain him or then he came doing all that drama. Yeah, man. But men, and it's not men. Let me say unaware men. I've heard this hidden married man try convince me poly would be the best option for women now. You know what? I've been thinking about that. Poly relationships. I think now it has some benefits. Now I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I think, but the man has to have his life financially in order, and his family in order. He has to have that. But many women are going to that part now. Look at what's his name? Neo. Neo has 4 wives, 4 beautiful women. That's a lot of women. I don't know how he do it, but 4, god damn. Whew. Imagine if all of them periods are the same time. Oh, that's stress. You got 4 women and still cheat. Lord, 4. I can't. 4. Imagine talking to 4 women. Imagine talking to 4 women every day. Imagine you gotta hear how 4 days went every day. Hey, how was your day? Oh, shit. Then you gotta call the next one. Hey, how was your day? Oh, shit. Your turn. Hey, how was your day? Oh, shit. Well, imagine that. Man, please, you crazy. Cheating is fun only when you sneaking. It's not work. Listen, that's fun only when you're sneaking and only because it feels alive. But you realize when you feel alive, that feeling alive no more. When you hit a certain age, you can't keep feeling alive because after a while, the energy, that high energy, it drains you. When you get 45, 50 years old, that high energy, the feeling alive, you get, bro, your hair start receding. It takes so much. It takes away so much. Your hair receding, your stuff ain't working like that anymore. It's too much, man. I'd rather just, it's just too much because you're on a hyper alert, trying to not get caught. You just hyper alert. I'm not gonna get caught. I'm not gonna get caught. And then when you do get caught, it's like your hairline go from here straight back. And then it keeps the side. You be having hair right here. You be having hair right here, just right here. This would be your hair, just this little bit. So you just shave it all. Because it's so much. You got to think all the time about getting caught. The more you think about getting caught, your hairline just, and you don't even see it when it, you know, you don't even realize. Hi, Colette, I'm telling you, you don't even realize until one day you look in the mirror, you're like, wait, what the hell happened? Let's just be done with it. Thank you. Feel guilty, no, but it should make you question the value you should have to add to the partnership. I mean, listen, um, yeah, man, yeah. You're on TikTok, I follow you on YouTube. Hey, Kid Dizzle, thank you for following me on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, man, listen, we gotta be careful, man. We gotta be careful. I think one of the biggest things though, Guilt keeps shaving his hair. Cheating is hard though. It's hard. It's fun, but it's hard. And it's not fun. It's not fun, you know. It's just an addiction that you're living on the edge. And so it's not hard, but you think that you're gonna get away with it. Because you never think about getting caught. Because the question becomes, well, why would you hurt somebody that you love? The problem is, I never, you know, you don't think that you'll hurt them because you never get caught. So I'm not hurting nobody. I mean, even though you are, but I told this lady once, hey Sheila, how you doing? I told this lady once years ago, long time ago, very long time ago. I told this lady once, I said, listen, I have someone. She said, okay. I said, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody else. I don't want to bring nobody that's in no pain or drama. She said, it's okay. So what do you mean? She said, well, I don't mind, you know, I won't get hurt. I said, what do you mean? Well, I know what to expect, so I won't get hurt. So you're missing the point. I said, I don't want to bring nobody else in and then hurt both people. She's like, I'm telling you, I won't get hurt. I said, shit, that sounds like a better deal. So you telling me that you're not gonna get hurt? Hey Josie, how you doing? I said, so you're not gonna get hurt? No, I won't. I said, but I know that's a lie. I know it's a lie. Because oftentimes you start doing that stuff. And you know, the easiest men, let me tell you something, the easiest men to be with. I'm about to say something that I probably shouldn't say. You know, I can't say everything, because if I say everything, hey Tazi, thank you. If I say everything, I can't give all my secrets, or all the secrets, because I don't hurt nobody's feelings. The easiest men to be with for women, you know what? Let me cut that part. No, never mind. But listen, man. Yeah, let me keep it to myself. She was hurt mostly. Yeah, I mean, she didn't care. She just wanted what she wanted. You know, she wanted what she wanted. But can the man to fake it when she do it too? Shoot, men, yeah, men can fake it. Men can fake it. You want to say don't? You want to say it? Huh? Married men, you already know is married. Okay, fine. I'll say. If you already know a man is married, right? Hey, Bryce, long time no see. If you already know a man is married, it's easier for him to get you. Now, I think you might think, no, it's not. No, it's not. Let me tell you why. Let me explain to you why. No. It's not that it would affect me. Hold on. Let me plug my phone in. Give me a second. Let me plug my phone in. Give me a second. My phone about to die. So that means I don't have much time. I don't have much time left. Let me tell you why. Because when a man is married, he's safe. In your mind, he's safe. In your mind, he's safe. Is any man safe? Probably not. But he is safe. The more safer he is, you begin to relax with him. You begin to relax, right? You begin to relax because you begin to speak because you don't want him, he doesn't want you, and you don't judge you anyways, and you don't judge him because he's married. You don't look at him that way. And so you say anything that you want to say, and he say anything that he want to say, and the conversation becomes very interesting because he's married. You know he's married, and you know that he's not gonna try that hard to get you, and he's not a dog, and he's married, and you let your guard down, and he's married, and you let your guard down, and he's married, and the more he being married, you let your guard down, and he's married, he's still married, and you let your guard down even more, and he's still married, and once you let your guard down even more, that's it. That's it. So men who are married are not lying anymore about them being married because they're not forcing it. They're not trying it. They don't seem thirsty. They don't try hard. And the more relaxed that they are, the more that they don't try, you want to feel like you still got it too. Listen, I'm telling you. Thank you, SSS. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, a woman's ego sometimes. You want to feel like, I wonder if he likes me. The question comes to your mind, I wonder if he likes me. I wonder how he feels about me. I know he's married, but I wonder how he feels about me. Listen, I'm being honest. I'm telling you. I wonder. I wonder. And then you begin to say certain jokes. Yeah. You begin to say certain jokes, and certain jokes will be cracked. Yeah, you think you want, girl, if you only had this once. And he's like, if you had this once too, you won't be married no more. And so this is how it works. Now, many of you would get it, many of you won't, because you don't see yourself doing that. But it's not about you seeing yourself doing that. It's not about you seeing yourself doing anything. It's about nature. When nature brings two people together, or two people come together, nature is a bitch. Nature is a scam. So, woman, when you hear marriage, just end the conversation. Nature is real. And so why do you think all these women are falling for married men? It's real. Now, I know some women who might like a married man but won't do anything with him. But some will go after married men. I've been told that some women go after married men because then, you know what a woman told me once? A woman says once to me, "Hey, Goddess Tiffany, how you doing?" A woman told me once, "A guy I know makes jokes to check my boundaries." Yeah, I'm telling you. Low self-worth? I don't think it's low self-worth. I don't think I don't think it's low self-worth. I don't think it's low self-worth. I think it's nature. I think it's instinct. I think it's nature. I think it's a natural thing. I don't think it's low. See, I used to think it was low self-worth. It's not. It's just we say those things because we don't understand because it never happened to us. And when it happened to you, you're gonna be like, damn, why did I do this? And so because you have an idea of that is low self-worth and person you don't love yourself, it's not that. It's really not that. If you want me to be honest, it's not that. I thought about it, but it's not. I've been told before. It's the comfort too. Sometimes that man is, listen, sometimes that man, sometimes those people, or women, men or women, married people, sometimes them people are very cool, sweet, kind people. You ever met somebody who's kind and just generous and open-minded and just easy to talk to? And you realize you don't have to be a low self-esteem to like them or to be attracted to them? Seriously, if you met somebody who is kind, open-minded, wise or smart, intelligent, good conversation, you don't have to be a low self-esteem person to actually be drawn to that. It's a natural thing. But if that man sometimes or that woman don't put those boundaries up, they're gonna allow things to happen. Yeah, seriously. But I'm just saying, I mean, hey, Laquanda, why would you do that to another woman? I've been told by women, the reason why they like married men, especially married men, is because when a man is married, she only has one person to worry about. She knows where he is. She knows where he is. She knows where he's sleeping. She knows who he's with when he's not with her. And so, bam, this point sounds like excuse. Yeah. But she says the reason why women love married men because some women only want a married man. Some women only want a married man. They only want a man who's married. Only. They don't want a single man because they don't have to worry about all these other women. So she said, you can be in competition with one woman because he's married, or you can be in competition with 10. Choose yours. I was like, huh? You took an oath to your spouse. You step out of your marriage to cheat. You're a liar. I think men who treat their wives well are a magnet to women who never had that. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. That's a lie, Bry. I mean, that's a lie. Have more than two. More than two what? Oh, my remember have more than two women. I got you. Hey Tabitha, how we doing? Good to see you. Why is the spam calling me so late? You say married men have more than one too, right? Hey Kim. Yeah. Sometimes married men have. Hey Sunflower. Some married men do have more than. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, yeah. Keep in mind, he made the promise to his wife respectfully. But do you all think all men cheat? What do you all think? Do you all think all men cheat? Yes or no? Do all men cheat? If you had to answer the question, do all men cheat? Hey Nelly, how you doing? If a man knows he won't be faithful, why marry? Damn, I see a lot of yes. Oh, I see a lot of no. Most, no. Ah, once he cheats, he's no longer a good man. Oof. Yes, no. Oh, I see a lot of no's. I'm surprised. I thought you always say all men cheat. But why do I keep hearing that then? So I see a lot of no's. Well, wedding planned and expected to find out he was my. Oh God, dang! You said you had a whole marriage, a wedding plan, and expect he was my. Yeah. Jesus. Oh, God. You said you had a whole wedding plan. Come to find out he was married. God, dang! That's. Whew. Man, that's rough. That's rough. But when a woman cheat, but we are better at it. See, you're better. That's what I heard. I heard women cheat better than men. When I think women are unfair when they cheat, though. I think when a woman cheats, she's unfair. She want to cheat with a better looking guy. How do you feel about a married man moving his girlfriend to his state and now living together? Damn, that's rough. I mean, that's the one he wants. That's the one he wants. If a married man moves somebody to his state and live, that's the one that he wants, man. He doesn't want his wife. Like, damn. I was supposed to downgrade. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. I dated a guy, saw him every day, found out he was married, 2 kids, house we went. Jeez. Oh man. Dated a man for 2 years and didn't know he was married. 2 years? Wait, hold on. Let's talk about this. I tell my male friends to keep their hands out of the cookie jar if they don't want drama. Hey, facts. Let me ask you a question, right? How do you date a man for 2 years and not know he's married? I'm just curious. Like, is it long distance? If you have never been brought to my attention that a man has cheated on me. Oh, okay. How does that work? For 2 years, how do you mess with a man for 2 years and not know that he was married? How does that work? Scandalous. It's 2 years though. That man isn't. Then that man shouldn't be in trouble. I think that man should just go. Because if a man can hide his marriage for 2 years, listen. Don't punish him. He should have some type of degree and award or something. He should have something to say. Hey, I deserve to keep. I deserve all keeps. Because ain't no damn way for 2 years you've been messing with a man and he's been married this whole. That man deserves to keep you and his wife. that man deserves both of you. We live together. Didn't what? Cece? Man, listen. One that hides 2 kids for 8 years. A man hid 2 kids for 8 years. God. Blame it on business trips. You see? Business trips right there. Business trips. That would get it. Man married and thought he could message me. A lot of marriages are open. I see that. Come into my house first. Woo! Men have superpowers. Why am I attracting married men and have to run them? You know why women attract married men? Because I get a question on that. Why do you attract married men? A lot of times you attract married men for a couple of reasons. And listen, let me tell you this. They show men are a lot smarter than we think. Toya, ain't that true though? Man, we ain't that stupid, huh? We can't be that stupid to hide kids and a wife for 2 years. We can't be that stupid. Some men are good. Why, men, I have been asked, why are married men drawn to me? Number one of the reasons is because you remind that man of his wife before he got married to her. And it's because you with the way you speak to him, you're easy to talk to, you're non-judgmental, you're open-minded, and you have good conversations. And I think that's a magnet for married men, right? Because a lot of times you have that youthful spirit. Men are drawn to youthful spirit who's open-minded, who can converse. And oftentimes you remind him of the woman that he married before she became that now. Because, let's be honest. Sometimes you get married and you get clink. Yeah, sometimes you get married, man, and you get clink. But I need them single guys. And single guys don't approach oftentimes because some women, you can tell which one ain't playing. A man can sense which woman don't play and he can't play with. Believe it or not. And so the ones who don't play will have less men approach you. We can tell. I don't know how. It's just like it's like a seventh sense. I don't know how we tell, but we can tell. You can tell which one don't play games, and so you won't be approached a lot. But ones who are always half naked, tight clothes, ass showing, broke men love you. You will be approached every minute. Every minute. You're showing your ass, talking about, I saw a video the other day of a woman say, I don't know why men sexualize me. I hate being sexualized. I'm an asexual because men and women both want to sleep with me. And I look at her video and she's showing her ass. Yeah, that's why. Comparing the ability to lie well with intelligence is stupid in all itself. Yeah. But sometimes it's intelligence, And intelligence is a whole bunch of lies that we believe. It's a whole bunch of lies that intelligent people believe. It's true. That's called education. Ain't that what education is? Breathing close. No, I'm saying no. So that wasn't to anyone specifically. In the back. The quiet man in the back to watch out for. Right one will approach the one sent by God. Ain't nobody sent by God. I don't think nobody's sent by God. I think God is like, hey, y'all figure this shit out. Y'all human beings. Y'all can't figure this shit out. Like, y'all can figure this shit out. Hey, figure it out. God has shit to do. Y'all don't think God have things to do? Like, if we're like, y'all don't think God I am Dr. Sai. How you doing, girl? Hey, Kingdom Coach. You don't think God has stuff to do? God is like, hey, I'm going to keep this world spinning, this earth, this raggedy-ass earth that people are messing up. You know what I mean? Raggedy earth. You all make my earth so raggedy. You all polluting it, the beaches, the oceans. You all so raggedy. The sun is getting dim because the sun is annoyed. It's tired of the earth. Then I got to keep this Mars and the earth from bumping. I got things to do. You can't find your own man? Like, shit. You can't figure this out? It's not rocket science. It's just a man. It is simple. It's just a woman. Is she pretty? He's handsome. He works. There you go. It's just because you all want all these extra things that come. In this time, in this epidemic that we have now, especially in this country, this raggedy ass country, right? In this raggedy ass country, right, that we have, this America. You know, all this shit going on, all this stuff going on in this country. Right now, you want a man who works, not a man who has emotional intelligence. But I mean, of course, you can want what you want. But right now, that shit ain't important right now. We need to pay them bills. Them bills gotta be paid. The rent gotta be paid. Food gotta be bought. But you all want at this moment, you all want he gotta be intelligent. He gotta have this. He got. Sometimes you got listen. Let me stop with that because some of y'all are probably gonna misunderstand me, and I mean what I said. But you all gotta understand, man. Everybody ain't coming with all them stuff. There's stuff going on right now. People getting homeless. You think when I'm homeless and I don't have a place to stay, but the man who comes to pick me up gotta have intelligence and emotional intelligence, and he has to be kind. He has to be nice and loving. Man, listen. Okay, that's like me thirsty as hell. I want water, but it has to be. But listen, I went to the car dealership 2 days ago, and I asked for some water, and they took me to a machine that has water, but it's all different flavors. Now, one machine has maybe like 7 different flavors. Mango. I'm like, you got mango water? You got water with mangoes in it? How you got mangoes? How you got mango water? Mango sounds delicious. How does it taste? And he's like, it tastes delicious. Try it. I said, but no, but you have grape too? I love grapes. Oh, strawberry water. Wait, hold with a minute. I don't know which one I want. Right? Strawberry. You actually put strawberry. So if I press this, strawberry water comes out. So yeah, strawberry flavored water. Listen, man, I tried the mango one and the blackberry, and I was like, oh, I'm passionate. You got passion for water? God damn. So I said, let me get the mango because I like mangoes. But I drink the water. I was like, man, I sip the water so slow. I was like, let me take my time. I sipping this water. I'm like, man, this water is delicious. And you know when a man says something is delicious, something is delicious. When a man uses the word delicious, it gotta be delicious. It's tasty. So I'm like, this is something delicious. When is the last time you hear a man say something is delicious? Seriously, when was the last time you heard a man say something is delicious? When a man says, this is delicious, it's good. Delicious. So now that's me now coming home talking about, I'm thirsty, but the water gotta be mango flavored. Just the right amount of water. I mean, just the right amount of mango, because like I had it before. I want mango flavored water, and it has to be distilled, please, and with a little carbonation in it. It has to be carbonated. And if it's not that, I'm not drinking it. You gotta be 6'1". You gotta be. Listen. We gotta stop. In this, listen. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time, and I know some of you are gonna disagree, and it's cool because it's your life. You do what you want to do. You get what you want. You this is your life. Do what you do, king and queen. Live your life. Do men cheat for feelings or attraction? I think men cheat just for the hell of it. I think it's not men cheat for. It's not about. Okay, okay. When you have an addiction or a problem, you don't do it for a reason. You do it because there's a deeper issue. It's usually a deeper issue, and it's not attraction, because I could be attracted to you and not cheat with you, right? I see many attractive people. I don't want to cheat with them because the issue is not me being attracted to women. That's why, you know what I'm saying? The issue is a deeper reason. So it's not just attraction. It's just they have a deeper issue. Sometimes it's their ego. Sometimes it's their self-worth. Sometimes it's their self-image, right? Sometimes it's because they haven't learned their value, right? They just give themselves to, it's just sometimes, you see a woman, you just want to just penetrate her. I don't know why. It's just, damn, she got an ass. Let me penetrate. I just want to penetrate it. Just because she has an ass. Oh, she got an ass. I just want to put my thing in it. I don't know why we have this fascination about just putting all this stuff in just holes. I don't get it. I don't get it. Even when I did it when I was younger, I didn't even get why I liked it so much, but I liked it. It was enjoyable. But something was wrong. Something was wrong. And so the surface was attraction. Oh, she fine. I want to hit. But when someone is fine, so you want to hit, that's a problem. You don't think so? If it looks fine and so just because she's attractive, I want to hit, something is off. Something is broken. It's a deeper issue. I don't think people who are completely perfectly fine will just keep doing that. You can't. Something is wrong. Not saying that you won't do it because you're fine. I'm saying sometimes when it's a constant thing and you do hit this and hit that, something is off. There's something is off. Yeah. And I don't think it's human nature. Well, it could be human nature but human nature, let me tell you what human nature is. Human nature, thoughts of a man yelling at his wife, even if it was once. I mean, sometimes people yell at their wives or husbands all the time. Sometimes y'all don't listen, man. I told you all, some of y'all don't have ears. A man yelling at his wife, sometimes his emotion got the best of him. And you don't listen. Hey, damn. You know, sometimes it's necessary. Because some of y'all are just slow. I'm just like, God, I just told you. You want to ask your pastor, Pastor, I have a question. What you asking the pastor for? What you asking the pastor for? We just talk. Some of you don't hear nothing that your partner say until somebody else said it. But here's the thing about human nature. Yes, it's human nature to do certain behaviors, right? It's human nature to do certain behaviors. But after a while, right? After a while, when you keep getting in drama, when you keep breaking shit, when you keep having to leave and start over and hurt somebody, after a while, it's not human nature anymore. It's common sense. Shit doesn't work. Think about it. We say it's human nature. But after a while, common sense says every time I do it, something gets break. Something is broken. Someone is broken. I'm getting caught. I'm getting caught up. I gotta pay much money. I gotta leave my family. I gotta leave my kids. Something don't make sense. So it stopped being human nature and being stupidity. It's stupidity sometimes. So we can say it's human nature, but human nature is not stupidity. I'm just saying human nature is not stupid. So we got to understand some things are for order and discipline. It gets expensive, man. What's up, Chef? How you doing, girl? It's a lack of self-love. It can be at first. Yeah, I know when I did it, back in the days, it was, I just give it away. Because if you give yourself away to anybody that wants it, your value, that means you must think little of yourself. You must think you must think little of yourself. If you want to give, if your body, like your body is your body, you only got one, right? Hey, El Mag, how you doing? Oh, Carlos, what's going on, man? How you doing? Long time no see, brother. Long time no see. You only have one body. I realize you only have one body. And I didn't know this when I was younger. But I mean, I knew it. I knew I only had one body. But this place, I only have one body. And this place, health is very important. Very, very, energy is very important. Health. Health. Especially now, health is the top. When you hit 40, you realize, oh shit, health. When you hit 40 years old, those three words, oh shit, health, it just comes in. Oh shit. One day you wake up and you're like, oh shit, health, oh shit. Right? That's it. That's all oh shit, health. And so you realize a part of your health, it comes with love. It comes with self-love. A part of your health comes with self because now I want to be healthy. Let me treat my body healthy. And so to be healthy, if you are healthy, you won't give yourself away to everybody that wants it. You just can't. It don't make sense. The body starts to feel that energy change and shifts and everybody, no. Hell no. And so, self-love plays a big part. Now, if you don't like yourself and if you don't recognize your own worth and your value, yeah, you might just give it away. It's self-love. There you go. I don't really care anyways. What about the husband that emotionally cheats? What are you asking? Like, as far as what? Like, you asking what about a husband? Like, what about it? Do you think we transform mental and spiritual things during intercourse? Man, Mike, boy, we transfer so much. A matter of fact, we transfer so much during intercourse that we can transfer bodily fluid and energy and create a kid or create a very similar human being with feelings and arms and legs and penises and vaginas and brain. We can our entire and we can create them in certain ways and certain mindsets, and they can, the way how they are created could affect the way how they grow and the way how they are wise or slow or handicapped or smart. We can, and we have so much power in how we transfer and what we transfer during sex. Remember, sex is one of the most physically highest form of connections, or as far as your vibrational frequency, because during sex your vibration is shifts, right? Your vibration shifts. That's why people are addicted to sex, because when you can't control your own vibration, you need something to control it. And it's an external stimuli, right? Or stimuli. It's an external thing. Drugs or alcohol or something or sex. And so sex is one thing that when you get to the climax, right? Once you climax, it's like for in that couple seconds, it's like, oh shit. Right? Oh shit. And when you get to the oh shit, everything is released. Everything that you have is released. Everything is released into the poor woman. And that woman takes that thing that you give to her. And when she take that ridiculous, raggedy ass energy and intentions and thoughts and feelings, and she get that, oh man, she creates with that. And that's why a lot of women are so hurt and angry and bitter, haty and hurt and bitter, because they take that thing. Remember, when you have sex, your thoughts and your feelings and your intentions and how you feel in the background of your subconscious mind, everything is downloaded. And you ever had an orgasm? You ever had an orgasm? That shit, right? Sometimes you can't even control your face. So you know when you are leaving everything, right? You're making them ugly faces, right? and and you send everything into the person, that energy, that intention. And so you have to understand, man, the whole point of sex is that sex is a ritual. Yes, it's fun. Yes, but it's a ritual too. Every time you hit, and every time you hit, you know, when you repeat something, it becomes an affirmation. Every time you repeat something, you repeat, is an affirmation. You're affirming something. So every time the 15 minutes of clap, 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 you repeating something. You have a feeling, you have a thought, you repeat and you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat. And it's the highest form of energy. And you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat. Some of you are like it for 2 hours. You repeat for 2 hours. And you're making all these weird noises, and then you repeat, you repeat, you repeat. And listen, you say you rather be single. You ain't got to be single to have sex. You could be single instead of having sex. And you repeat and you repeat and you repeat. Finally, you repeat it so much, you have created this big old vast of energy. And when you pass it to, you pass through so much, man. You pass through so much. It's so much things that we pass. It's so much things. And so we have to be mindful. Everybody gets a piece of you. And that, this is why it's so hard to be yourself. That's why women have to go celibate for a while. Pass their crosses. That's why a lot of times women have to go be celibate. That's why women oftentimes become celibate. She has to cleanse. It's a cleansing period. Now, I'm not saying to be, and men have to, we should experience it too. We both should experience it. Because once you see, again, this is where the law of psychometric influence come in. Psychometric influence comes, the law of psychometric influence, and I speak about this all the time, the law of psychometric influence, once you have that type of strong exchange or a strong connection to someone, a strong initial, what do you call it, bond. The psychometric influence, now you bond, it's like two chemicals or two elements. Once they are bonded, right? When two elements come together, like H2O, right? You bond two elements. When you bond two elements, the whole thing, the whole chemistry change. And so when two elements come together, I'm not a doctor. I'm actually nobody. I'm just a black man with nappy hair. I ain't nobody. I don't have any titles. I don't have any practices. I don't have any class. I just have things that I study. All right. So I'm not a doctor. When elements bond together, when elements are bonded together, what happens now is that no matter how much time has passed or how much space have come together, have separated you and that thing that has bonded, you can still be influenced by the other, right? One can influence the other because you are bonded emotionally, you are bonded spiritually. And so this is how sex can influence the other person. This is how we don't think, especially men, because we think that we're free. We're not free. We're not free. I had to kill, listen, I had to kill all those things. Because I have bonded with so many people. I had to be free for a while. I just didn't, because I had to work it off. Because that thing begins to take over your mind, your body, your ego, your soul, your spirit, your thoughts. It begins to interfere. And when you have all them things together in you, who is thinking? Not you. It's everything inside of you that's it's all mumbo jumbled up, and you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. You don't know if it's you that's feeling this or something else in you that's influencing you to feel it. You don't even understand this. Thank you. Thank you. We don't understand. And so we are moved, we are emotional, we are more emotional, we are more angry, we are more bitter, we are more frustrated, we are more, because why? We have so many connections in us at the same time because we have connected to so many people. So this is why we must be careful. We got to be careful. It affects men too. Men just think that it doesn't affect us. It affects us the same way as it affects women. So because I've seen some men tell me before, hey, no, it's a woman. As a woman, that's not what she's supposed to do. As a man, it's not what we're supposed to do either. It affects me. At one point, I had so many things bonded to me. I felt so alone. I felt so insecure. Because so now, since I felt so insecure, I needed more bonding. And so I did more bonding. I did more cheating. I did more sex. I did more hooking up. Because why? I need that. I need to feed. Listen, it happens to us in certain ways in different areas. I need to feed. Because it has become who I am. It has become my identity. The more I get. And so if no one else is feeding my energy or feeding my ego or my thoughts or my identity, or I need to feed more. So I chase. I begin to chase and chase and chase because I'm missing something. I'm missing more of it. It's like drugs. It becomes like drugs. So we got to be very careful, man. As men, we got to be very careful because as soon as that thing will ruin us. Validation, indeed. We need that constant validation, and that's just what it is. So we got to be mindful. We got to be careful. That's why women can feel when a man is cheating, and vice versa. Yeah, we can feel it because the body, because when you meet somebody, you know their energy. Your body recognizes their energy, right? Your mind subconsciously recognizes their energy. You begin to see them from the things that they are practicing. You begin to learn their behaviors, the way they speak, the way how the energy feels around you, and you begin to feel or recognize the way how your energy feels around them. And when they go with someone else or they be with someone else or do something else, the energy changes. Because unconsciously, they don't even realize this. Your energy will change. And when the energy change, you pick it up because your energy recognizes something different. So you're like, what's different? What's wrong? Because your body can feel everything. How did you untie yourself? How did I untie myself? How did I break the bond? I untied myself from creating distance, space, and I stopped reacting. I had to let me tell you what happens. You see like how trauma happens? Let me tell you what trauma does. When you experience something in the past, we call it trauma. Something very traumatic happened. Your brain is wired, right? Your brain, the way you think and the way you feel is wired. They are wired so they connect, right? Thank you for the heart me. They connect so strongly. And so because time freezes for a while and it connects, and so the mind says, okay, this is a strong reaction. So when this happens, let me react this way. When this happens, let me react this way. So trauma is like this. Every time you feel something, you react. Every time you see something, you react. Every time, and so it's in your, you want to feel like you have become that energy. The energy is very easy to remember because it has been stuck in your mind. So you remember it very quickly and easily. You can get it very easily. It comes up very easily. You can feel it very easily. So what happens, same thing when it comes to sexual energy, right? That trauma, because it's a trauma. It's actually trauma that you see them men who keep cheating every single damn day, year, weeks. It's a trauma that they are responding to. So when the feeling comes, they have to do something to get rid of the feeling. Because it's wired. When the feeling comes, they have to do something. They have to react on it. Because why? It's a trauma bond. So how do you do it? You're going to realize, just like trauma, when you feel those things that happened years ago, you do nothing. When those feelings comes, you do nothing. You stop reacting. When those thoughts come, you do nothing. You don't react on those thoughts. Because every time you react and every time you get into it, the bond gets stronger. That means you are reiterating or you are affirming or reconfirming or you are confirming the bond. Right? Every time you react on it and you confirming the trauma. You telling, hey, I see you. So how did I untie this? I had to learn this. I had to learn this. So now, when those feelings come, when those women come, when those women talk, hey, let's meet up. I want to meet up, but I can't because if I do, I'm going to do something, right? So I had to, no. After a while, Kirk, you must be gay. I'm not gay. I just don't want to do anything with you because if I do, I gotta start over again, and I don't want to start over again. Let me continue. Please leave me alone. And so I had to stop reacting to the feeling. And after a while, because it's so much stuff in my body, so much stuff in my mind, there's so much connections that I have, I don't know which one is me. And after a while, I begin to find me when I'm in my stillness. And when I begin to be still, I begin to find my connection to myself. You see, if I'm not still, I find Jennifer's connection, Latoya's connection, Keisha's connection, that connection, Claudia connection, this connection, because it's all in me. It's all there. The thoughts and the feelings and the memory and the emotion is all there. So to find me, I had to learn to be still. I had to learn to be present because nobody's here right now. I had to learn to humble myself, to calm myself down. And after a while, as you starve those emotions and those feelings, they die down. It dies down. There is no longer any need for it. When there's no longer any need for it, see, what was once firing with the feelings and the thought, it stopped firing, and I began to create new things that I wanted to fire. That connection. I began to create new connections. And so the old ones realize there's no more there. It's no longer there. Does that make sense? I know it's a long ass explanation, right? But let me know if you understand what I'm saying, okay? Do you all get it? Yeah, it's talking about it. It's strong, man. Do you all get it? And so oftentimes when these people who cheating all the damn time is trauma. It's just not looking like trauma, but yeah, good. Good. So good. So it makes sense. Yeah. So now I don't have no. Let me do it. I don't have to be stimulated anymore. I don't have to. My ego is not to be. You giving me sex or not doesn't stroke my ego anymore. I don't have those desires. I mean, Oh, Kirk, let me give you something. My ego is not stroked. Perfectly fine, right? And so that's how now I had to get rid of that energy. Not saying that you can't make you can't make choices to still do what you want to do. I'm saying now I don't have that compulsive, you know what I'm saying? This connection takes conscious effort and staying true to decision to that. Indeed, facts. It takes a lot of effort. If someone ghosts you and even blocks you at some point, why do you still try to find a way to watch you? Well, because those are people who have someone else. Remember, most of the time when somebody ghosts you, it's not because they don't want you, it's because they know that they can't have you. It's oftentimes they have someone else. Remember, I'm telling you, most of the time when people ghost you, okay, let me ask the question. When people ghost you sometimes, hey, Miranda, can you pin that question for me right there? Why do men cheat on their pregnant wives? When a man ghosts you sometimes, oftentimes he's already in a relationship. He already has someone. Right? And when he has someone, he ghosts you quick. But he will watch you still. It doesn't mean that he doesn't like you. He just know that he can't have you and he can't play that role for long. He can't have you long term. So he watches you still. He still likes you. You're still fine. He remembers you. He still likes your booty. He still likes your pretty face. So he watches you. But he knows that he can't have you because he's taken already. But oftentimes, many men who are ghosting you already have somebody. But they have to come in, hit, and they go. It's when ghosts disappear 2 weeks. I'm telling you. Because they want to keep access to you. Yeah. So why do men cheat on their pregnant wives? The same reason why they cheat on their non-pregnant wife And I just told you why men cheat. Sometimes men just have habits and bad behaviors, and they don't care, and sometimes they don't like you. Sometimes your belly is big, and you know your stomach is big, and it gets in the way, and they want somebody who's not pregnant. I mean, it could be many different reasons for men, different men. It depends on the men that you have. You know, men don't cheat for one reason. It's not just one reason. I mean, yes, people might say because they're selfish, right? I get it, but there are reasons why. It might be that you're not attractive to him as a pregnant woman. Thank you, Adoma. Right? Maybe because you're pregnant, you know, you don't like pregnant women. He don't find you attractive anymore, right? It sounds bad. It's your, but it's his baby. I get it. Doesn't matter whose baby it is. You're pregnant. Yeah. Sometimes they don't find you attractive. I mean, I don't listen. I don't. I'm giving answers. I'm not giving. It's not about it sounds good or not. I'm just giving straight up answers. You know, I don't. This is not answers that pacifies. It's just they cheat because they know they'll stay because she'll need help. That too. Yeah, Ronell. Yeah. Tony, girl, I didn't even know you were still there. I thought you were being gone. Some cheat when their women lose weight too. Some cheat. Listen, men are gonna cheat because listen, a man is gonna cheat if a man is gonna cheat. You know, whether you're pregnant or not pregnant, if your belly big, your belly small, you lose weight, you gain weight. It just depends on the man that you have. But some men don't find women who are pregnant attractive, and men are going to treat you when you're pregnant. Sometimes you're pregnant and you're in pain, and your stomach always hurt, and your nose is all your nose. Have you ever seen a woman who pregnant? Her nose went to her cheeks. Her nose is all the way. Her nose. I saw a lady one day, and she was pregnant. Man, her nose took up her whole face, right? And her ankle was just swollen. And you know, she probably was in pain. And imagine him, husband is horny as hell, and he's like, "Hey, let me get some." And she's like, I can't, right? And sometimes men can be very selfish. You know, he can hurt you. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, we can be very selfish, without thinking about the other person. That's what selfish is. But Jesus, we can be very selfish, boy. It's ridiculous too. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. It's just ridiculous. Cheating is a choice. Boys don't do they believe they can get away with it. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but that's what cheating is. You remember like when you was in school, right? When you was in school and you didn't study for your test and you cheated on somebody's paper. It's not because you thought that you would get caught. You thought that you would get away with it. So when you see your answers, you know, but sometimes you get caught and you get in trouble. You know, that's the point of cheating. You never think that you get caught. But sometimes, understand this, right? Sometimes men cheat because they want to get caught. Especially if you keep catching him cheating, oh, he want to get caught. Why do some men live a double life? Isn't that stressful? It is very stressful. It's very stressful. It's a lot. It's a damn lot. It's stress. I'm telling you, that's why those hairlines are receding. It's stress. You're scared, you're worried. Oh, double lives ain't no joke, man. Two guys I've talked to saw me elevated and said they needed to do the same, so I wouldn't leave them. Said they need to do the. Yeah. Indeed. Well, yeah, it's stressful, man. That's why sometimes I think that's one of the reasons why a man's pee stopped working too. You know, because maybe his pee works, but he has stress and he has his conscience, and then his pee ain't working. His pee just like, hey, listen, man, I don't feel like I should come up to there and play because what if what about your other wife? She probably stressed and she just called you, especially when you're about to do something crazy, right? And then your phone ring, you're like, damn it, my wife calling. She probably know what I'm doing. she probably, she probably, she know what I'm doing. Cause you about to, listen, you about to put that thing in, your phone ring is your wife. And sometimes y'all women be on point. You all be right at the right time. You all just don't know. You all be calling at the right times. I'm just telling you, you all be calling at you all be in some things. We be lying to you all, telling you all, nothing wrong. What's wrong with you? I'm just with my boys, right? But you all have the perfect times. You about to stick your thing in and your phone ring. Shit. She knows. Huh. Next thing you know, your thing just go down. You ain't working about the rest of the day. You feel scared. You can't wait to call back your wife, but you have to wait until the other person is gone. Your girl, you have to wait until the person is gone because the whole time you worry and did I get caught? And so it's too much stress, man. It's too much stress. It's too much. It's too stressful. And so that's why men now, like, you know what? I don't want to cheat, but if I do something, I want both you all to know what I'm doing. You know, as long as both you guys know what I'm doing. My wife knows, my girlfriend knows, we good? All right. So are you saying it's okay? Hope I have never said anything is okay here in this chat. You will never hear me say that these things that I'm talking about is okay. And maybe this is your first time on my live because you're the only person who asks that. Everybody who comes to my live, hey Amber, they know for a fact I tell my stories and I give my reasons. I never say it's okay. I say shit happens. Your first time here? Well, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. But no, I'm never saying that it's okay. I'm saying it's a part of things. Hey, Matilda, what's going on with you, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying, you see, when I make my videos on social media, whatever, you know, on YouTube or whatever, you know, when I make my videos and I speak how things is, people get mad at me oftentimes because, but that's not how it's supposed to be. I'm not telling you how it's supposed to be. My video is talking to you about what it is. I'm not telling you how it's supposed to be, what it should have been, what it would. I'm telling you what it is, what I see. That's it. I don't go into those places, but you know, I think you should know what things are. That's all I talk. What things are. That's it. People get mad at me all the time. Are you saying that it's okay, ma'am? Where did I say it's okay at? But I get it all the time though. You know what I mean? Everyday life stories. I'm just telling you from an angle, and I'm not crying and I'm not hurt saying it because I'm telling you, you know, I'm answering questions and I'm saying these things. What about the man who tell about their wife to the woman they are cheating with? I think that's disrespectful. I think you should leave that man. If a man is telling his wife, I mean his other woman, bad things, especially bad things about his wife, I think he should leave. I think a wife should never be with a man because that's evil. I think that's just wrong. That's wrong on so many levels. If you know, it's bad enough that he's cheating, but if he is telling all these bad things to his, no, never take the man back. He's not sorry. He's not sorry. What he is very hurtful. He is bitter. He is evil. Never take the man back. So what's your thoughts on self-pleasure instead? Self-pleasure, you see, and it's a great question. What's your thoughts on self-pleasure? What is my thoughts on self-pleasure? Now, here is it. Now, what I'm about to say will get people questioning me and disagreeing, and I get it because I'm not coming from I'm not coming here. I'm not coming from a religious aspect. Okay, I'm not coming from a religious aspect. I'm coming from common sense and energy. I would rather self-pleasure than to cheat. Now, some people think, especially the Christian, think that self-pleasure is a sin. I don't understand how can it be a sin. It doesn't make sense. Now, I think in the Bible, in the Old Testament, it says, don't waste your seed. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense that I have a body and I can't touch it. So I was born with this thing between my legs and I can't touch it. I can't pleasure myself. Right? I can't do anything. It's mine. And so it becomes an issue, right? Check this out. It becomes an issue when it controls my life. Right? That's the issue. Because anything that you take in or do that affects your rest of your life, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem when I cannot go to work because I have to. It becomes a problem when I can't, you know, be at a location or driving in my car without. It becomes a problem because now it's taking over my thought process, my body, my mind, my spirit. That's the problem. But you telling me, and anybody who tells me that God gave me a body for me to use, and when I'm done using it, it goes to the grave. You telling me that it's better. It can go in the sand and worms can eat it, but I can't touch it. So the worms can get it, but I can't. What kind of Nonsense. And so religion teaches you it's bad. I don't do religion anymore. Because it makes no, if you think logically, it makes no sense. So the worms could come between my legs in the grave and tear my little penis up. Just nom, 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 nom. But I can't tear it up I can't touch it myself. Because God said don't do it, but it gives ants and worms and things permission to do it. You crazy. What about the man who tell your body and your mind and everything else about it? Mary, you good? Thank you. But yeah, no, no, ain't no damn way. But religion want to tell you. But I once believed that when I was. But please, this is not about me talking about church or not. I don't think I'm talking about your church. I'm just thinking. Sometimes you gotta think common sense, man. Right, 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 right. You know, sometimes you gotta think common sense. You think, oh, God said. God said what? God said the body He gives me, I can't touch it. So if it comes down to it, I want to sleep with somebody, but I know I shouldn't. Let me release myself so I don't have to think about the person. You think well, since I'm not supposed to release myself, I'm going to punish myself all night? I can't sleep. I'm going to punish myself. I can't sleep. I can't rest. Oh, hell no, you crazy. Release that thing. God said, let my people go. What do you think He was talking about? Hey, listen. Ain't God the one who told Moses to let his people go? Wait, these people? Simon, let my people listen, y'all. Okay, that's a little humor. Y'all gonna don't get mad at me for my humor, okay? Y'all, I can't believe you're talking about God like that. Relax. I'm just joking. Y'all be mad at me, huh? I'm just joking. I'm just jiving. I'm just playing. But seriously, man. But I know everybody don't see it that way because I think many of us are conditioned from the church. Because hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of us are effed up by the church. A lot of us staying married to people who we don't even like. Because the church tells you God don't like marriage. God don't like marriage. So you all stay. The church will F you guys up. Of the thought of another person and the mind and body things you were with them. That is true. That is true. That is very true. Yeah, Tony. If you what the hell was I gonna say again? Yeah, people will stay married in a marriage, miserable, angry with a screw face all day. Don't talk. You ain't talking to your partner. You ain't talking to them. You don't even laugh. You don't smile no more. Your whole life is after. But God said, don't get divorced. And so yeah, the church, man, F the church. I'm telling you, me too. Me too, Toya. Hey, but listen, I've been talking for a long time, and you all didn't even let me know I was talking for so damn long. And you all got me talking for hours. And you all got me talking still. So listen, let me get off of here. Tomorrow I'll be in North Carolina. Tomorrow. I got to take my daughter to North Carolina. The whole church. I got to take my daughter to North Carolina. So I can't. So, I won't be in the meeting tomorrow. For that my meeting. I got to take my daughter for the holidays. You slow today, Miranda? Yeah, Toya, indeed. Why are you not a marriage counselor? You are. I do coach people. I do coach people. I do coach people on different aspects. You guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for hey, thank you, Rick. Thank you. I know you were still there. Miss Jackson, how are you? Miss Jackson, only if you're nasty. Okay. Thank you guys, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your conversations. You all have a blessed night and a blessed weekend. Hey, Laura, and I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. I won't be here tomorrow for my meeting for my thing because I had to take my daughter to her mom tomorrow. I think I'm gonna spend the night in North Carolina and then come back on Sunday or Monday. I don't know which one, but so I won't be here. And so I will see you guys later. You all have a blessed weekend. Be blessed. I love you guys. You all be safe and make sure you don't do anything crazy that I won't do. All right. Yes. Yeah, I'm growing my hair back, man. I'm growing my hair back. I might just put my locks because I still have my locks upstairs that I cut off. So I might just Yeah, Matilda, I might just reconnect my locks. Because my wife was like, "Why you cut it anyway? Why you cut it? You should grow it back." So I might just grow it back. Because she'd be telling me, "Grow it back. I don't care if you look raggedy." Because I'm like, "Baby, you don't think I look raggedy? I don't care. That's not why I'm with you. Just grow it back. I like you with your locks." It's like, you don't care if I look raggedy? You don't see me, you don't be seeing me raggedy, right? She don't even care. I don't care if you look raggedy, but I think it's because she don't want nobody to look at me. I think that's probably what it is. That she probably want me to be raggedy. But anyways, you all have a blessed night. You are not a real black dude. Of course not. I'm not a real black dude. I'm a brown dude. You all have a blessed night, all right? Peace and blessings.